Hello. We're live. Welcome, one and all, to City-States of Klovisa, the God War. Failure Team, session fucking 50. Whew. It's been 150 hours together. Alden and Temer and Brood.
It's
I feel left out for some reason.
Because it hasn't been 150 hours for us yet, Nick.
it's
I'll
been
tell
like
you.
15.
Yeah. Like 20-ish now? 21? Anyway,
Well,
how are we?
Great. This
Good.
music's really uplifting.
I'm glad. What about you, Temer? How are you?
I'll just say that Goran hasn't been here for that long, but he has watched more than that.
This
Even
is
more
true.
So.
Corin knows more about our team than I think most of us do.
Yeah.
You said you started with all, went to more than half. Most.
Well, I couldn't discredit Thatch.
True.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shadow knows everything. He is
Shadow.
actually just...
He won't leave me alone, guys. Now that he's gone, now that he's not here anymore,
I was just messaging
I
you,
feel
messaging
safe to
you.
talk.
Oh, damn.
He's been harassing me, asking for my most deep secrets about this world he's in. I don't think he does what he says he does. I think he goes to literally LARP in a fantasy camp in my own world. I'm being plagiarized.
He goes into the computer, goes into your maps.
Like Tron. Which is his favorite movie, I'm told.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Guys! He can hear us! He's in my walls! Oh, fuck off, indeed. Brood, how are you? Nick, what's going on, man?
Yeah, it's been a few weeks since I did a League of Legends divination. I'd played a game today. I did awfully, fed my ass off, and my team carried me. So, look forward to you guys doing the same for me this week. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jesus.
Carrying?
Carrying?
Yeah, you're a horse. That's what you're best at.
Oh, damn.
Man, you haven't met the horse then, I guess.
Brood, how are you?
I went to a barber, and they shaved off this fucking thing on my face, and I feel fucking amazing now.
Your
So-
beard?
Yeah, so I had all the tools to do it myself, and it just wouldn't. It was like getting stuck in there, like, what's going on? And I didn't want to try it because it would come out all patchy and uneven, so I had to go to a barber. They charged me so fucking much. Barbers
Yeah.
are stealing money.
Yeah.
Anyway, feeling pretty good now. I'm really
Join the
excited.
military. They
do
charge
it,
like
yeah.
$10 for a haircut.
That's right. Yeah, that is true. And you gotta
Just
do it
don't-
every 3 weeks, or else.
Or else.
Let
Oh,
me
I
tell you, it's been like a year.
I never get haircuts. I get in trouble all the time.
True.
What was that? Nah, you're fine. You're not Mexican. Like
Well.
me.
What?
Alright.
Brood, your camera... Can you do the... Brood, can you do the hand trick for us?
Hey, what
You're
else you got?
unfocused, both in camera and in mind.
I am
Slow.
Mexican. This will grow back in like 2 days. Alright.
Wow. On that uplifting note, who wants to do the recap? No? Who's doing it? Who's doing the recap?
Sure, I can do a recap.
Ooh,
Woo! Close one.
baby, do it.
Alright,
He
so...
knew the drill.
Where we left off last time, the Herald had just appeared in the city. It was Forge of Alvin. I can't.
Alvin
Words.
and the Chipmunks.
Albin and the Chipmunks, yes. All heard the Herald call forth an ancient alliance between their forefathers and the gods, I guess. Was speaking on behalf of the Blazing Star, Nenaria, and I guess all the rest of the gods in theory, but who knows how much that's really a thing. They said that the chaotic period will come to an end, and we'll get back to exciting peace. The beasts and roving evils will be removed, tyrants and conquerors beaten back, join us or stand aside, basically. It was more or less the message they sent out. Then a giant mechanical Alventory came out of the bay and slapped the shit out of the Herald, pulled it under the water. The Herald asked it why the heck it was fighting it, and the mech charged up its lit cannon, and the Herald teleported away. Paradigm then failed to convince his sister to return to Tulst. Flights were canceled out for a government announcement that was going to be happening the next day, where the Forge expelled all the diplomats, removed itself from the Confederation, and was looking for better fuel sources, were the main takeaways there. Sever then, as we made our way back to Tolst, witnessed the slap heard round to the world, where Just Meza slapped the tyrant. Thatch recommended some propaganda, while Anchois caught up with Dirk Daggers. Sever learned the story of Honored Meza, where she was kidnapped like 14 different times. The group talked to the tyrant and learned Thorazor is building an experimental airship, and Anchois got an agreement with the tyrant to give up the Eternium crystal on the completion of the war. Sever then attended a secret meeting between Tyrant and Just Meza, where he learned that the Tyrant was puppeting Citrone as they went to honor or rescue Honor.
This is true.
And about the tar and feathering.
What a lovely recap. Does it really matter about Vitar and feathering? Is Jerome's antics really noteworthy at this point? Only Anchois cares about Jerome.
Not true.
You
Only
care
Brute
about
cares
Jerome?
about the Mezas.
Yeah, Tertai cares about Jerome.
Are you friends?
Foul ones. No. Frickin' foul ones all over his city, remember?
Well, Anchois friends with him, so there's a little bit more of a... He's eating, he can't deny it. His mouth's full. Anchois loves Jerome and hates Mochapooney.
I do not at all.
Does...
I want to say also, with the contract that he got with the tyrant, he would have a sunset clause on that, just so there's a maximum of certain amount of time, so he can't say the God War continues forever, Anchois, like there's a few things that he would like to, like legal things, just to make sure he can't.
Well, we're not gonna jump into things we want to do just yet, because John hasn't started where we left off on a beautiful cliffhanger where Sever, skulking in the shadows of the room, gets to hear none other than John's favorite dialogue, where John talks to himself for like 5 minutes. Hopefully it'll be 2 or 3. Oh, is my pizza here? No, it's not here. This guy has not left Papa John's since clicking the on its way button, guys. I'm getting a little anxious. These guys are scum and villains. Alright, we're gonna kick it back into roleplay gear.
Where's the Twitch chat? We'll have a full conversation about this.
The Papa John's delivery, guys?
John ordering Papa John's.
I am a Papa John.
Ew.
I'm getting turned into a pizza. Okay. What music did we want for this? Sever, tell me, before we begin, as John searches for his beautiful music, what's going through your mind as you're about to listen to some crazy shit? Some secrets.
You could have Pizza Hut, but you're ordering Papa John's?
You like Pizza Hut?
We can't get into this right now. We gotta get into roleplay gear.
Marco's.
Sever is thinking, God damn it, I'm about to learn another secret that I'm gonna have to take with me to the grave. And he's just like, and it looks like it's a secret that is up against one of my few friends, Just Meza.
Indeed.
So now he's torn between his loyalty to the tyrant, which is absolute, and his friendship with Just Meza, who he is a good friend.
The
He's
way
the
you
only good
said
friend.
absolute was top tier easily.
So he's a little torn right now, but he's preparing himself mentally for what he's about to hear.
No, this is the inside of a terror-esque. Let's try this. I think my pizza guy did just show up, actually. But I'm not going to worry about it. My roommate is going to open it. No, that's an alternate dimension. Defile Temple?
Just play the Papa John's theme song.
I don't know of a Papa John's pizza theme song. This is good enough. Demmer, you're here in the Tyrant's Court late at night. The lights dial down a bit as the Tyrant steps up from his throne. John's just checking his notes. Having stepped down, he comes face to face with Just Meza, who he slowly puts his hands on her shoulders. The Tyrant, his eyes slowly begin to move to you, Sever, detecting your presence in the shadows where he knows you've been eavesdropping. Although there is no telepathic conversation you have with him, you being out of range, you understand that his words are being tailored for your presence in a way. There's no way he is not on guard with you being here. This weird pat on Meza slowly becomes a somewhat awkward hug as he brings her into his chest, and his words, cold almost, or maybe just like resolved, as if he's already made up his mind and is just speaking the things he's already thought before, echo throughout the chamber, drifting into your undead stone ears. Meza came in to complain about the way he endangered the bodyguard by puppeting her during Jerome's spooky estate. That is what Just Meza came to complain, right? That is what we left off on, John. Am I gaslighting myself? This
Nope,
feels
that's
right.
correct.
Okay. The Tyrant's answer to this: I would never do anything to endanger Citrin. Meza, you needed help beyond what Appetite and Norm could have provided. I'm sorry for breaking my promise temporarily, but until we fix what is broken, I will still maintain control over her. Her sister agreed to this. Thornetta agreed to this. Even Thulon, for all his anger and rage, agrees that, until we restore her, Citrin will be controlled by me. When we discover the god that has cursed us, I promise, everything will go back to the way it was. There is a audible emptiness in the air. For maybe 5-6 seconds, as Meza thinks. Eventually, her voice will be heard like a pin dropping as she says, I believe you. The bodyguard, standing on next to the throne still, looking down at the scene, just sort of casts a heavy shadow on the pair as the lights continue to dim down for the night. Meza continues. Now that honor is here, my father will make demands for either her or my return. He's been watching us this entire time, but the excuse we've been using for me won't work for her. Tyrant immediately questions her, will he go to war over his 5th daughter? Meza shakes her head, breaks the hug, and says not immediately. And the Tyrant, almost with a little bit of joy in his tone, asks Meza, will you? To which Meza responds, yes. They will share a moment of silence. Tyrant's eyes once more glancing to you, Sever, as if a dagger just got struck in your neck. He's clearly looking for some kind of reaction, physical or non. You're muted.
I just nod. Sever is... his mouth is very thin line, very tense, but he nods. He's been to... he's killed kids before, but
Yeah.
He'll go to war.
Okay. The Tyrant, noticing your affirmation, will give a very, almost 1 degree nod towards you. And then he will take Meza by the hand, raise it to his lips as if she is a true princess, and speak again. Anyone you love will have my protection, even if I must weaponize an entire continent to provide it. And he begins to lead her down the hallway, which I suppose you entered a little while ago. The bodyguard follows 30 feet behind, not having noticed you at all, Sever.
Once they leave, I will exit. There's no point to being here. But I'm thinking to myself that this was a trust thing, and I need to honor that trust of the Tyrant.
Thank you, Corn. It is a trust thing. He summoned you. When you asked him just earlier today if he needed to talk to you about something, he said visit him tonight. He magically pulled you to this. Is this a good or a bad thing, Sever?
That remains to be seen. It depends on what this Tyrant is going to ask him to do, or what he has to do to protect the Tyrant, or even protect the people that Meza loves, so...
Okay. Well, with secrets shared, given, Sever skulks into the shadows, and we're gonna take a quick break so I can go get my fucking pizza. Haha! Let the players stew! Here, I'll leave mics on for you guys.
Fucker laughing as he walks off.
I don't even know.
Weaponize a continent.
Well,
My brain immediately went to use Anchois to lift the continent off the ground and go attack someone.
hey, that sounds good. As long as Anchois gets to kill. No.
We're becoming the flying continent. We're just going to take it over their capital and drop it on them.
Trusting
We
the
will cut our magic that keeps us floating.
trusting a tyrant less and less. Just
And Brood over here is not gonna say a thing to anyone.
Yeah, sorry.
Or Sever, I mean.
yeah.
Man, Hyperion's gonna die, huh? We're gonna go to war with Hyperion?
I think so. Well, I don't know
Man.
if we're gonna.
If mass combat in Hyperion, when John did all that, taught me anything, there's gonna be a lot of flamethrowers. And dragons.
You recruited us for a god war, not for a Hyperion war. So
What about the fact that they've been
back.
cursed by a god? Big
We're
revelation.
recruited.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't matter what war he wants us to fight, we're gonna fight his war. We're contractually obligated.
no, we're not.
Well, year by year, right? We've got to renew our contract here at the end of the year.
The
Not
real
all of us have
question
a
is,
choice.
does Sever tell the party? On the
Well,
3rd
of course he
of
doesn't.
October.
Of course he doesn't. Like,
Then
come on.
the metagame shall continue. I just want everyone to know that I gave Sever the opportunity, or Brood the opportunity, to just have that scene and a bunch of other stuff that were only going to be for him. He refused. He wanted everyone to just get a spectacle of that. Good on you, Brood. Man of commitment and sheer will.
Sorry. Next character, I'm coming for you, John.
Okay, cool. Guys, it is the 3rd of October, also known as Fall's Harvest. The morning rises. Thatch says he needs to go get parachutes, but doesn't explain any further.
I say the words Featherfall with a question mark.
Indeed. He ignores you
Also,
and
that's
walks
the
his
answer.
way out.
Oh.
It's a beautiful morning. It's fall. It's a little cold outside.
And we're all grouped
John.
again, right?
Yeah. Where do you want to have this
Yeah.
meeting?
At the armory, so it's easier to just grab stuff and go.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Right? Yeah. Just get everyone at the armory together.
Sure.
So we've got. I checked my imaginary watch, which is obviously a calendar. About 2 more weeks, 3 weeks,
4 or 5.
5 months, 5 weeks, to do one more thing before we need to start wintering. So a few things we can do. The greater chemical. You can talk to that guy. Maybe we've got some platinum. Maybe we can buy some potions.
I believe he's
We-
entered. I believe he's entered Tulsa by now.
mhm.
He came in yesterday. Or the night before yesterday? I can't remember.
Immediately put him to work.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he's got all of winter to work, so we might as well start commissioning first. We can also talk to someone called Yugu is doing lawsuits. If anyone has any grievances they want to air against Ozark, now might be a good time.
I wonder if I can file a restraining order for my mom against him.
Oh, that would probably be amazing. Yeah. They can
Yeah.
talk
He's trying to be my dad.
Ozark literally tried to enslave you. Did not tell you that you were actually free agent. There's a lot of stuff you have against the man. I mean, if you really want-
I don't hate him that much.
It's wizard shit.
the random
My mom
magic
wasn't much
missiles.
different. You know, he never randomly magic missiled me. He only did it when I asked.
So, do you want him to be your dad?
The Lich of Wizardry being my father, I don't know, might not be a bad thing.
Oh, man.
I mean, just ask the tyrant.
You know, if my mom did marry him, that could mean I could force him to help me with the ritual. I mean, nothing. Never mind.
I mean, it didn't sound like the tyrant was too pleased with him as a father.
And
I'm just
I'm not
saying.
the tyrant.
You're both homunculi, so possibly he'll treat you similar that you treated him. Then again, Tyrant is all powerful, so maybe it'll turn out quite good. You do you. You do you, horse.
So, what we should do is figure out what we want to use our money for right now, because we should invest it, or we use it to go somewhere. There are probably more temples like the one we found, the water elemental bull that Antoine freed.
We can invest in stocks. We could go to the stock exchange.
Where's the stock exchange? Where's that?
No. We're not going to be gambling. We're not going to be gambling our money away. I say we should go raid something that we know exists, that we know that we can go to.
Okay.
And we can, have a little win before we take our little fridge here.
There was that spot in the middle of the ocean between Mokapuni and Toraturv that I saw on the map.
I would love, if only.
We could just
if
go in the ocean.
you guys want to go there, yeah, you guys can go there. That sounds like a great plan for you guys. I was just gonna say that I wanted to take a look at those anti-air golems out there in
Normal City.
Normal City. That's what it was.
And do what? Bring one. They're clown towns.
Yeah, but Clowntown doesn't like. Well, actually, because he doesn't really give a fuck about what we do. So
let's not step on his toes.
I think he
right
might
now.
care about what we do.
Yeah.
Just now, let's not do this.
I don't think we should steal from Clowntown while we have a contract with them at the moment.
Exactly.
What is he using the anti-air golems for exactly? We could. Okay.
He was protecting his slaves from Normal City. I mean, now
they're
that they're
gone
not there.
Disney
Oh,
employees.
you think he's not gonna refill that
slaves.
place?
You want to go get some more slaves? Citizens of Tulsa?
I just rather not do anything that would endanger my life after this next month. Like let's just
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Corin, do you remember my little? It's really cool. I need Oscar the Grouch Mark 1. I was thinking that maybe you could get one because I noticed that you were really interested in it. Maybe we can get George that have like one wheel, like a unicycle. Let me introduce you to Smitty.
Why do you want me to have a unicycle that blocks the sun?
Listen, outside. We gotta figure something out. These two are going insane.
Yeah. Could I message? Sorry.
Sorry. We could ride together over the winter. It could be fun. I'm trying to bond with you.
Antoine, he's shit posting. Just fucking speak your mind, man.
Okay.
Please.
I offered to introduce him to Smitty.
You want to go visit Schmitty? Okay.
Antoine, hurry.
Okay, I didn't want to go visit Schmitty. I wanted to message, I wanted to message Duke Growthroll again, seeing if he got back with the bad bagels, or if he contacted them and just to find out if they're agreeing to work with us or not work with us, or
you wish to cast sending? Is this what I'm understanding?
Exactly.
All right.
He is expecting a sending. Hold on.
Go for it.
Okay.
Duke Growthroll, have you heard back from the vamps in your basement? Are they okay with working with us?
That's 19.
Yeah, you have 6 more if you want.
Severus
Love
says
ya.
hi.
You get a very quick response back of Antoine, or is it one word? Is Antoine one word?
It's his name, so it should only be one.
That's a
It's
hyphen,
one word,
so yeah.
but John added the hyphen because it confused him. He didn't want it to be like chew.
Yeah,
And I
true.
just was like, sure. And I was like, okay.
Anchoa.
There's something like this.
Anchoa.
Take a sneeze.
True. I need to roll a dice real quick, is what he says.
Roll a dice real quick. I'm sorry.
The Bad Bagels have a bounty on Paradigm's head.
I knew
A
it.
bunch of worms have accepted a contract to eat him.
The leeches are after me.
3 left. 3 left.
Head fucked lol.
What have you done to conquer the worm?
I knew that they weren't over it.
Well, how are they paying them if I?
They have my map.
They have gold!
They took all their from their guest room at least. So.
There's more.
No, there was
Here's
definitely
good
more.
at acting. I need to pretend I'm possessed by Necrodan.
You can find our friend that pretends he's not dead.
Why did they hate you, Paradigm, for? I mean, why?
I point at Sever because of that fuck.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
He convinced Smut that I killed his servant.
But you did kill his servant.
No, I
No.
didn't.
No, Sever, that was you.
I didn't kill her.
It was Coraline.
No.
He convinced
You know what?
me,
Yeah,
or he
that
convinced
was
Smut
Coraline.
that I did it, just because I didn't catch her. And I had to accept they weren't gonna fucking say, well, she's not here, so we have to kill someone.
Sever-
Cat's Featherfall. You tried to catch her.
Sever. I think it's your job to clean, to smooth this over. I mean, we can't have a horse dying to some worms because you said that Paradigm should die. Like, I don't even know why you did it, but
I never said Paradigm should die. All I said was that the horse killed his
Aaron,
servant.
I got a question for you. As you listen to these guys try to assign culpability on someone's death, what's going through your mind? Not having been briefed on that one.
Yeah, this is all a bit strange. They're talking about like some servant of a vampire and like not casting Featherfall or some shit. Like, what? No, none of this makes any sense at all.
I didn't have any spell slots left. I say, pointing at the book.
You guys
Why drop
argue.
her out of a tower?
I don't think I'm gonna cut it there because I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. It's kind of a bit
this is
on its own.
gonna-
We do have to decide what we gotta do, though.
Why don't we
Alright,
do some
so
news
that's-
real quick? Just to catch everyone up, the Greater Chemical is setting up shop. He is taking consultations somewhere down below in the Tyrant's Court on this day. Many people are talking about wanting to go see him, but not many people feel it's right, because how do you approach a guy called the Greater Chemical? It just seems... It seems like an awkward conversation that most people are going to try to avoid. Other than that, as he sets up his own house down there in the dungeons, No, the news is broken. Wait, you guys already knew about Randy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then we don't need to talk about Randy. Randy is 50 miles off the coast of Alcazan right now, which the raid team went to go visit for their own consultation and to do anything during their time last week, or last Monday.
Go steal a crystal.
Other than that, nothing new. Obviously, Just Mess is back, but you guys are more or less her sycophants, or at least one of you is. So you could do a follow-up there if you want. You could go try to talk to some new people. I mean, you're probably going over to Thorazor. That's not news, but what's likely going to happen.
Could I do one thing before we step on to the next one? I want to I want to send someone, or at least hire someone, to go to the Heights of Terror to check out some land.
You wish to go and look at Tulst? Like the regional map of Tulst?
Sure.
For what
I don't
purpose?
think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary to look at the regional map of Tulst. I would just like someone to, or at least I'd like to find somebody who can go to the Heights of Terror and basically check out the place, see if there's some good land for me to settle down to, or something like that, or buy some land or something like that. And basically, like, out of secretly, I want someone to do a little spying for me, just
What's at the Heights of Terror?
Oh shit.
It's the settlement of my father.
Ah.
I want to see if they need somebody to be wintered with them before I leave. I'm kind of curious how they're doing and everything like that, but I want to be discreet about it. I don't want necessarily it to be well known. That's my reason, or what have you.
Mm-hmm. Do you hire a Mokapunian, or do you...
Yes.
Okay.
Like, for sure. Like, it's going to be a Mokapunian. Going to be someone I know, someone who I have a relationship with, someone who I know who can go there and be a general
One of
extension
your cousins.
of my... Yeah.
Can you... How much money are you wanting to put down?
Well, I can give them to do that job, to do the little reconnaissance. 10, I have 50 silver pieces and 5 gold.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
There you go. He takes it, hugs you, says, Antoine, thank you for contacting me. I've been so bored in Riverwatch.
I understand, but you know what? Don't forget, we have cousins down to the south. You can always visit them, see how they're doing.
I'll take the monorail today.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you. He does the ritual, like, lean all the way back in his chair and then headbutt you at full force, as is tradition in Mokapunian customs. You obviously do the same thing, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then he is off to the Heights of Terror. Okay. That was your little aside thing, but what does the others want to do?
I stated my plan in the chat.
Why don't you state it in real life, too? Because I never
Alright,
respect
what if
that.
we conscript the Gucci gang to be our spies in the city?
If you want to. I don't see there's a need for me to do
Interesting.
that.
It just we already have spies in general.
The Tyrant does, but what if we had our own?
What would that help us do?
Urchins are the best at being spies. I don't know. Learn something about the inside. I don't know. The Tyrant doesn't tell us everything.
It's a good idea. Yeah, but
Look, we're pining for something to do. I don't know.
We could have them find out information about that book about the Tyrant and bring it back to us.
I could have them find books for me. Yeah, this is a good idea. This is shaping up.
it's a good idea, but you're gonna have to take some initiative
Wasn't
and
there a
suss
law
out.
about like exiling the people who actively look for the books and read them?
Oh, just turning
Your
off their
children.
hit point protection.
Yeah.
That's it. No big deal, you know?
They're children. I don't care. They're disposed.
No.
I mean, what?
Yours.
Yeah. Well, that's why you
Talk
get
about- I mean-
second-hand knowledge, so that you're not the one that owned a copy, you know?
Yeah.
Easy.
See, Terry gets it.
Sure.
Ding dong. Oh, it's my appointment for right now. I'm gonna go get some food and I'll be right back. You guys figure out what we're doing. Sever agrees.
Oof.
I'd say we should.
To the middle of the ocean, boys.
Yeah.
No. I will advocate for him in his absence.
Well, I just say we should do a simple, quick raid. These you
I
can
agree
bang
with
that
that.
out.
Well,
Where do you
we've
wanna
got to
raid?
finish a week of downtime, right? Because
Oh,
I
true.
leveled, and I think we still need uh,
Paradigm did too.
Paradigm, to
Just call
justify
me horse.
his
Just
level
call me
up.
horse.
Yeah, horse. I completely
Oh.
forgot you guys leveled.
Yeah, my justification is that my entire free time is going to be spent learning other languages and learning about rituals and divination and conjuration specifically.
Have you used this before? This feels
No,
used
not rituals.
before. Yeah, but every wizard. This is basically just learn spells, right?
oh no, I'm not trying to
This
learn
is
any
a
spells.
subsection of Train Without Break, Alden. I wanted something creative. You're a creative man. You have 5 minutes to come up with something else. Something cooler. I know Terry already did his. Doing his writings. He wrote a fucking book. And that allowed him to get better insight on his own magic. And also inspiring leader. His plan? To gaslight you into thinking you're better than you
That's
are.
what I did. I did give myself a feat. Warcaster. Is
Wow.
that... Can we bring Thatch back from parachute mission for a minute to hit me while I assault him with spells as reactions?
You could get anyone to do that. Like Sever.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That sounds good.
And you do it at night, and so we
Hold
can
on, are
charge
there
up
any,
that sword, right?
Are there any water spells I could use?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Someone give me some holy water.
Water wouldn't do extra damage to me unless it was from a natural source.
Holy
Not-
water.
Not even that. But holy water definitely might potentially hurt you.
That's a good chemical for holy water. Ha! Sorry.
Go find 3 clerics, and it's yours.
I asked Sever to start, like, swinging at me. Ask Anchois to turn invisible so I can see invisibility.
Can I use this one? I hold up the special sword.
I hit you with the haft of my pike, or my spear.
You guys have energy
Slap it out of your
fields.
hand.
It's fine.
Okay. Alright. We just start slapping each other.
Okay. You start
I just
slapping each other.
Yep, I start casting spells.
Okay.
Let's see. What do I got? Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
this one.
actually... We're not gonna play that out.
I gotcha.
I pulled him close.
You both do a tango together, dancing with the music battle.
What is that? What is he trying to do exactly?
Lightning lure you closer to me.
He wants
Okay.
to romance you, to be honest. Now that his cloak is detecting that there are indeed things out to get him.
I see.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, wait, what?
I haven't checked with the cloak yet.
It automatically tells you.
Oh, it does?
Now you know for sure with the worm.
Yeah, the worm's out to get you.
Oh, yeah.
That happened 5 seconds ago.
Look, I got sidetracked. My brain went to Gucci Gang.
Okay. Well, I'm down to do whatever you guys want to do, even if it's out in the ocean. I just have to, like, I don't know, bring a bunch of grenades with me so I can self terminate.
Jeez. The fuck? It's crazy.
Well, John asked what location would we want to raid. I personally don't know of anything around.
We could go ranging, just out in the wilderness, make him roll some die. Force John to use his tables against him.
That just sounds like going and looking for random piddly fights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
random
but-
encounters, like, grinds are
That's-
boring. That's
yeah,
what Dragon
exactly.
Warrior does. And we don't respect Dragon Warrior.
Okay. There was more places we can go. We should check out Thorazor at some point.
True.
We know about Thorazor, and the map is big. I don't think anyone's really explored it, have they?
Not really. Except all the people living there, but...
What do we have to explore there, though. Like, just go town to town?
Hold on. I'm trying to look up the notes that we were left.
Just spread Tulsa propaganda. No big deal.
Uh,
I
You can
say
ask
we
a
go to
couple
the stock
questions.
market and involve in non-natural gas resources for airships. Get in early.
Fucking
It's too late
insider
for that.
trading looking ass.
Look, Antoine, I have the intelligence. We can do this. Terry's got the wisdom. Sever can be the night trader.
You're counting on Terry for wisdom? You're gonna be fucked.
Guys, your team is blind, okay? Sever sees everything, though.
Yeah, see
Well,
the money.
it seems like we can't figure out a quick
yeah,
long-term
not a
goal.
quick one.
What if we do something on the short term? Terry and Paradigm have to spend a week here. So, Sever and Antoine, you can start spying. In fact, that guy probably will come back eventually and give you news this week. It's only like half a day away by monorail.
Could I try and go talk to Jerome again, even though hopefully he's not in a shadow dimension again?
Yeah, you can find Jerome being harassed by Ozarks. He is currently being duct taped to a flagpole outside
Oh.
the Tyrant's Court.
At night? No, I come up in a little car, my
Okay,
little...
you're in your
Oscar
aluminum
Dodge.
trash can. Spectators are like, what the fuck? As you just bop into him. Do you have the portal homunculus to see for you?
Nope,
I don't
he's in
think
my
so.
door.
He's in the door.
You can go get him?
Oops,
Nope.
sorry.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. Whenever I hit an actual person, and they're like,
Ow!
ouch, I'm like, oh, sorry, can you point me in the direction of... so,
Here, let me just
Eventually.
push, and they just shove your cart, getting closer and closer to the lava moat.
no, it's cool, I got it. Anyway, wait, actually, hold on. I looked through the little slat. No, I'm sorry. Can I see
Yeah.
the people?
Yeah, you
Right.
you hear the commotion that is Ozark's summoning duct tape, and just like, no, let me out! I didn't do anything wrong, I swear! It wasn't me! It was the greater chemical! He's just
What?
screaming.
Oh, that sounds like someone I need to talk to, and I get closer to that sound. And eventually I run into the flagpole. Boom. Okay, and I can
Hey!
sort of...
What are you doing here? An Ozark that sounds roughly like an Italian mobster says. He kicks
Oh, is
you
that-
in the side of your aluminum can.
Whoa, hey, is that Mobster Ozark? Hey, listen.
Hey, you
I need to-
jabroni! You can't just be interrupting a good old duct taping.
Alright, well, can I talk to him after you're done? How long is this gonna be?
Forever! We're gonna rip it off! It's gonna be a reverse tar and feathering! A plucking! He's suddenly now an Irish mobster. This one.
Irish, what is a different Mobster Ozark doing here? Alright,
You know, maybe they're not Ozarks. Maybe they're just the mob. It's hard to see.
Hold on. Well, can I have like 5 minutes to talk to him, please, in the middle of this?
Ah, fine. We need to go get more masking tape anyway.
Okay,
Using
cool.
masking tape.
Hi, Jerome. We weren't able to talk. You have a shadow dimension of some sort. Okay.
Just screaming.
Alright. Oh, this is so annoying. Oh, this is so annoying. Alright.
Help me!
I need. Maybe I'll help you if you answer some questions. Maybe.
Why?
Alright, so I need to know. He pulls out a list of things that Thatch gave him. Alright.
Oh, shit.
Where are the foul ones, and what do you know about their leaders?
What the fuck do you mean?
So you're one of the foul ones. You got these weird bird.
I'm a
things.
vermin!
You're a vermin?
I'm verminous!
Okay, explain that concept.
There are two kinds of bad things in hell. There are vermin and then there are foul ones. We often get mistaken because you fuckers can't distinguish between the undulating blobs and the people that have animalistic traits. You dumb fuck!
Wait, hold on. So do you know why the worms, the rats, and the blazing star are working together?
Because your tyrant's a piece of shit!
Okay. Okay. Alright. Do you know any of the leaders of maybe the worms or the rats?
His name's Leechy Dan, and the other one's
Leechy
named
Dan.
Greg. Now cut me down!
Yeah.
Or I'll
Okay.
take your soul!
I don't have a soul anymore, fucking idiot.
That's what you
Alright.
think, you piece of shit!
Alright.
Anything
I'm like-
else is bargain territory! You need to give me something!
Okay, let me think.
Just set him free. That's not a bargain.
I'm gonna walk away. Alright, if I set you free, alright, I get 5 more questions, and you don't come after me.
It depends on the questions! Questions have value!
Okay. Where can I find Leechy Dan? I'm telling you the questions ahead of time. 1 question. Where can I find Leechy Dan? Where can I find Greg? This is the second one. Where do you know how to make shining steel? And if so, where? How? That's the third one.
That's 2 questions.
Okay, fine. We'll count that as 2. All right. Now I'm at 4. 4 questions. I let you go. No more duct taping, at least until you get caught again.
I'll tell you where Greg is! He's the only one I know for certain!
Okay, so I get 3 more questions back.
No.
Okay.
What? Why would you get 3 back?
That's it! You get to know the location of a bad guy! Not even the tyrant knows, I haven't told him yet!
Okay, fine. Tell me where Greg is.
Cut me down first!
Alright, it's a deal. And I cut him down. Use the
You
sword.
cut him down. How?
With the sword, the vampire sword. Just
You're
point it
gonna
out.
reach out through the mailbox opening?
I'm gonna take 1 exhaustion level, okay? So 6 seconds.
Oh, shit! You reach your hand out, pull out the rapier screams as you swing, cut into the duct tape.
Yeah.
Jerome falls down onto your trash can, leaving a Jerome-sized dent in it, since it's made of aluminum.
Motherfuck! Ah, goddamn!
He screeches in pain, rolls on the ground, looks left and right, and says, "Greg can be found in Mistier! See you later, sucker!" And he runs, now that you can see him.
Okay. Well, I better get going. Ow. Sorry.
Yeah, now people are literally just, like... You know how that one automated car got surrounded by shopping carts? That's basically what they're doing, just with random shit they can find to block you. No matter what. It's a game, you can't really see it, you're just sort of made fun.
I'm contained until nighttime.
I'm glad there's an unsanctioned bargain that's just been made.
Sure. Antoine, the next day, after giving your mans a quest, he will come back.
Did you scout the land?
He did. There wasn't much to see, he tells you. Heights of Terror is mostly a spooky place. I mean, it's called the Heights of Terror. It seems your dad didn't move directly there, but near to it, on an island, off the coast a little bit. Maybe 4 or 5 miles off the coast of the city itself. Or not the city, the coast. What am I talking about? But they seem to be like ferrying supplies and whatnot. He managed to shoot the shit with one of your distant related, not cousins, but you know them.
Yeah.
Who is more or less was in charge of the ferrying runs as your dad continues to set up shop. He seems to be building himself a little island fortress.
Fortress, huh?
Well, it's just like a compound or a commune.
Hmm. Interesting. Could I see it on the map, that island?
Yeah. There's not like a token or anything on it, but I can show you
Oh.
it. It's this one. It's this one right here. The yellow pink.
Okay.
He's not sure what the guys are actually doing there. They just seem to be building right now. But, yeah. It's like 4 or 5 miles.
You get I suppose the psychological makeup of the people. Are they happy? Are they content? Are they?
Yeah, I mean, they're rebuilding. I didn't get to, like, go over there, but the
Dude.
guys I spoke to were pretty cool.
Dude,
What?
you could have went, but thank you.
Yeah, but if I had to jump into a freezing ocean to escape your crazy good dad, like, I'm gonna take a pass on that one, Chief. He hugs you, he headbutts you. Says, see ya, Riverwatch, man. They're unearthing a big-ass airship over there.
Yeah, I heard they landed something there.
Talk of a town.
Hmm. Just you know, try not to be bored.
Yeah, you too. Take care. Look at you, Antoine, moving up in the world.
I know, I try.
I'll be sure to
There is-
ask you for more money later.
I'll be sure to ask you for more work.
He laughs. Your cousin fucks off.
Yep.
It is now the 4th. Antoine, what do you want to do?
Oh, I have to
Sweet.
go. No.
You have to go? You
Well,
must?
if it's within the week. If it's within the week, I have to.
Okay.
You know.
If that's what you want to do?
Yeah.
You go to visit your family. There's just one problem. You get to the Heights of Terror, and these fairy things are somewhat irregular. Can you fly 5 miles? No big deal.
I can. I have polymorph.
Oh, perfect. You polymorph yourself into a...
Eagle? Does that
Yeah.
sound good?
You can turn into a rocky eagle if you wish. Your face will always have the presence of elemental on it, but some things just can't be hidden. You fly across the sky, over the sea. Part of your bird instincts kick in, and you will go for a fish.
Hit.
That's no big deal. Until you get a bird's eye view of your father's compound. It's still being constructed. It's not that big. The only real structure that has been done is like a old-timey like celebration hall as they get ready for winter. There's maybe like 40 people here.
Interesting. Could I... Could I cast invisibility? Could I land and cast invisibility?
You'd have to unpolymorph yourself, but... Oh, it's concentration, of course. Yeah. Polymorph is dropped, and you become invisible. I'm just gonna roll to see if anyone noticed the bird turning into a human on an island. Not that you can tell. And you go invisible.
I like to hear conversations. I would just like to see close up what are the talks. I want to hear their demeanor. I want to get to know them a little bit more.
You know these
Let me see
people
this
already.
Yeah, you're right. I should say,
They're your
Get to-
closest family.
yeah, people he convinced to settle there instead of in Tulst.
Mm-hmm. Riverwatch,
disagree with that.
specifically. Well,
Yeah.
you can. You go invisible. Most people are just laboring. They know winter's coming. They've been warned multiple times.
Good.
But you know, busy, collecting a lot of wood, cutting down trees. Now let's talk about land ownership in Tolst, specifically in Klovisa. When people leave city-states, and if it's not declared like a colony by that government and has to follow... If you have a colony, you have to do a minimum amount of things for that colony not to claim independence for the people living there. That is a city-state's obligation, as it were. However, if you leave that border with you and your closest friends and just go claim land, if you can hold the land, that is your land. So, Saf's Ranch is called Saf's Ranch, even though there's like a smaller town right next to it. Because he literally went out there on his own and just claimed it for himself. And then some other people who like went with him, or not with him, but like heard that there was a really good hunter just moving out there. Naturally, they went as well, because they wanted property of their own, they wanted freedom, blah, blah, blah. And that is what your father has done to this island. One day it may become a township, maybe it's New Mokapuni, who knows?
Yeah, it's just some ways it's good that he has an island. That way, spirit beasts aren't gonna be nipping on their heels. That's kind of what I worried about when he went down south, a little too far. The wintering I had worries about, mostly, but seeing as they are preparing, seems like they are aware. I don't think I need to have someone wintering with them to make sure they survive, seeing as how the animals won't be after them. It's just a whole new thing. Like, this is going to be, a whole new thing for them,
Make an investigation check for me while you're here. You've spent over almost an hour casting invisible, or being invisible. You might pick up some stuff, too. Maybe it's just because it's people you haven't seen in so long, and they're being productive rather than being content on their island and living within the walls that someone else built, but being industrious on their own volition. But it is, like, novel for Anchois to see this. Like, you never would have expected your closest family members to go out and just build their own compound.
Understand. Not wanting to be under the rule of someone else. I understand why he chose this route.
Yeah.
Tyrant offers safety, but it's also you're under his rules, his laws. So no.
One of the weird things is there's a lot of stuff here that your father could not possibly have paid for. Like, there are crates of, like, tools and stuff. Like, Mokapuni, the people there did not have, like, industrial tools. Your friends and family are using, like, bandsaws. And one of them is using, like, actual machinery to, like, move Earth. Someone's investing in them. You can't suss out why with your invisibility, but if you wish to probe further, I'm not against it.
I have suspicions. And I do wish to probe further. So,
What kind of suspicions?
I know, like, Anne left the island with a lot of money, with, like, the wealth. Put it in private wealth, and she left, and she disappeared, and I can't find her. I suspect she's in hiding somewhere after she killed Bigley. Bigley.
Bigley Jones.
Yeah. I chuckle.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
He was
they
awful.
all were.
He was an
They all
awful
were.
person.
They all were.
True. Except Ine, she was pretty cool.
You keep saying that, but no.
Well,
Yeah.
how are you gonna suss it out?
See if there's. Usually, I go to the tiki bars and I hear the chatter. If everyone's being industrious, quite possibly they don't have tiki bars.
They do
I
not.
could go. I could go to the mayor's place, but unfortunately, I, I don't know if they have a mayor's hut. I don't know if they have a, like.
They just have this one central, like, lodge.
On Central Lodge.
Yeah. Everything else is under construction.
Do I see any comings and goings? Any port, like say for instance, do I see any movement there?
You know there has to be somewhere.
Yeah.
They're clearly being supplied directly from the Heights of Terror. So, I mean, they don't have, like, barges. They have, like, little canoes that they sort of carried with them when they evacuated.
Well, could I get in the lodge?
You'll have to burn more spells, and you will be much easier to detect, but you can.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Let me burn off another invisibility.
I need a stealth check from you.
Sure. I'm so unstealthy.
That is with advantage with invisibility. Antwa, a skeleton would detect you. A literal zombie, a brainless creature would detect you. As soon as you walk through the lodge's doors, the wind sort of like carries the door much too soon. You kind of forget like you're right next to the ocean, 5 miles off the coast of the continent, and it just fucking slams open, hitting the other side of a door. 6 people all turn their head towards you, not seeing you, just because you're invisible. But they had that closed. Doors don't normally open for no reason. And one person that you do not recognize begins to cast a spell. What do you do, Antoine?
I turn off invisibility.
You turn off invisibility. Can you make me a dex save? Okay. You are covered in pink glitter as this person casts fairy fire upon you. Your father, who is there, wearing his tribal regalia, a thick gold chain around his neck that ends with a, like, orca tooth, slaps the hands of the sorceress, hooded figure beside him, and just shouts, "Stop fucking your weird bullshit!" Somewhat drunk, or having been drinking.
Jungle juice.
Your father, a big man, not a wizard in body nor mind, starts lumbering towards you like a big old bear. My son!
Father.
He comes, lifts you underneath your arms, and starts to bear hug you, as others begin to slowly put down impromptu and improvised weapons. Yeah.
We can cut the others, maybe give them a chance to.
Alright. You hug your dad.
Terry is taking a break from writing. You know, you can't just sit in there and write,
True.
24/7. 6 days a week. He comes out and he just sees this cart surrounded by trash out by the flagpole with a big dent in it. And he's just like, oh, what happened here? And he just like goes and clears out a little bit of the trash and says, hey, how's it going?
Oh, sorry. I started to fall asleep. I was stuck here. Is that you, Terry? Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. What happened here? What happened to your what do we call it? Oscar the Grouch Mobile 1?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. The Mark 1, because it sounds like it's faster.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
Yeah. I can't really see where I'm going very well, and the door homunculus is on Paradigm's door, so it would seem that I've pedaled myself into some sort of, like, horrible dead-end barrier. Yeah, completely surrounded on all sides.
People just put, or I don't know, somehow there's just trash all around you, like stuff that's been moved there.
It's just other garbage cans surrounding another garbage
What about
can.
this big dent? Are you uncomfortable in there with this huge dent in the top of your...
I'm a little uncomfortable, yeah. This was originally just, like, perfectly shaped for me to just, like, take a nap in, but then this dent happened, now I can't do that.
Yeah.
Who did you say made this thing?
His name's Smitty. Actually, could you help me get there? I can, just out of the goodness of your heart and my good dear friend.
Yeah, sure. Have you considered that maybe you should just hire somebody to take you around during the day when you're here?
That's what Thatch is for.
Thatch is getting parachutes. Yeah, I should do that.
I'll take you to Schmitty as long as you can tell me where he is. Where is he? I always get lost here in the Tyrant's Court, you know.
Okay, I describe it in excruciating detail to how to get to Schmitty in the Tyrant's Court and his garage.
First, you ask to go to the vehicle bay, and then you follow the sign until you get to the vehicle bay. It's like 600 feet away from the entrance of the front door. Which is down
front door of the Tyrant's entrance, then we just turn right.
The arrows point away from where you're supposed to go, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, I got it.
We get there eventually.
Yeah, eventually. You guys want to talk to Schmitty?
Smitty, right? That's the one with that's a gnome engineer.
No, you have the character name right. You have the character right. Their name is wrong. Schmitty is Schmitty.
Okay.
Smitty is the vampire.
I'm editing my notes. 1 sec.
Cool.
We accidentally end up at the vampire. Oops.
That'd be cool.
Meanwhile, in Thorsor, you guys get to the vehicle bay, having wandered around until someone showed you where it was. Let's see if Schmitty's in. Oh, Schmitty's definitely in. He is currently hidden in his private workshop, working on the Mark II in his downtime, which is clearly being, like, partially assembled and still in the heavy blueprint stage. But he's getting parts together. There is a other thing that is sort of just taking up his elevated perch right now. You want to call it like a life raft of some kind, but it's too awkward to be a boat.
Hey, Smitty. Schmitty. Sorry.
What?
Didn't mean to bother you.
Oh, wait, no, I'm Jerome again. Fuck!
Hi, Jerome. Now you're going to answer my other question.
I'm sorry about that one. I forgot my voice. I gotta hit the keyboard. What can I get for you guys? Who are you? He says, pointing at Terry.
Hey, I'm Teratai. I'm here. I'm a good friend of... I'll sort of gesture at the trash can.
Get out of the trash can, Sever.
I get out of the trash can. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
This is my good friend Terry. We've been through dangerous missions together, and I trust him pretty well.
And we've only succeeded, remember?
That can't be. Your name got changed legally to the failure team.
I mean, that's just, a denotation. It doesn't really define us,
They changed the names a lot. I mean,
No, they
Disco,
don't.
Lamau team. That's
Raid
a lot.
team's been the raid team since its conception.
I've heard they were the Regrets team. I thought it had to do with yogurt.
No, that's because Chad keeps sending out disinformation to the rest of the people. I don't know how he does it. He doesn't even know how to read. Let alone how to write. It'd be awkward if he knew how to write but couldn't read.
I'm really glad to see you're working on the Mark II. I was just wondering if you just like
Yeah.
buffed this dent out right here, just like maybe.
What the fuck did you do to it? It's shaped like a crow man.
Well, I mean, the Crow Man fell on it.
Why'd you get
Yeah.
so close to the crow man for him to fall on you? This thing's made out of
couldn't-
aluminum, bud.
Couldn't see where I was going. I had thought it was much farther away.
Yeah, we're still
I
trying to
thought
figure
he
out
was-
something for sight, but it's hard to see without the sun coming in.
You should consider using a door homunculus. Do you need one?
A portal homunculus or a door homunculus?
Probably a portal homunculus.
Yeah, I was about to say, it'd be awkward having a door. Like, I mean, I guess I could hinge one on somehow, but it'll look a little
The
awkward.
log cabin.
Lincoln Logs on wheels.
Yeah, and I was just telling my friend that maybe he should get one of these because these are really cool.
Why?
Yeah,
You have
I think it's a great idea. Only here's the thing: is it doesn't need to be made of aluminum. It doesn't need to hide me from the sun. It doesn't,
want
maybe
a
just
car?
like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Brother, I can't build a car. Go to a dealership, brother.
Can't build a car?
I mean, I work on armored personnel carriers, but I don't know how to build a car from scratch. Let alone aluminum that can hide you. This is a children's blueprint we fucking outsourced to the local grade school. I'm just making it. I'm putting it together. They're the planners.
The minds of our future. Amazing.
Indeed. 8-year-olds with apprenticeships.
Well, you know how to fix cars, right? Isn't making cars basically just fixing cars? They're the
No.
same thing, right?
No! Who told you this? Do you know how hard it is to make just a regular cylinder? Look at this trash can. Think how small it needs to be.
But if we brought you a car, would you be able to make it really cool? Like you made the Oscar the Grouch Mark
I
I
mean,
really
maybe, like, piece by piece. But guys, this is something I'm doing in my free time now. I'm not even supposed to be messing with the Mark II.
cool. And I appreciate that you are. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, Jerry. I thought he. Hey, where's the nearest super dealer?
A what?
Car dealership.
I don't know, man. Why just take public transport? Only rich fucks buy fucking vehicles. Like, you want a city vehicle? I mean,
Yeah.
there's like the off-roaders, but then you're doing like smuggling stuff.
Not necessarily, right, Teratai? You would never smuggle something.
I mean, you could
I
go
would never
talk.
smuggle anything.
You can go find a convoyist, the people who live on the road rather than living in city states or towns. But those guys
yeah?
are weird merchant travelers. They don't like share their secrets.
Do they come by Toast often to refuel?
I mean, not really. We're heavily forested. The plains of Burlos got some to the south, north of Alcazar.
Burlos.
Burlo. Go to True Milk.
True milk. Gotcha.
Yes. I'm going south now. I can't keep my voice is straight.
Yeah, I
The
feel
Plains
like
of
you.
Burlo is a good idea for us to go
I've
to.
cycled
You
through
must-
like 6.
You must truly have been a well-traveled person, Smitty, and yet, shitty. Do you know about where there might be any like vampire temples or something?
Oh my god.
Vampire temples?
I mean, you're clearly well-traveled. Your
Like a
accent,
place
you've
to
lived in many
worship
places.
vampires?
Yeah, sure. Is there a place that worships vampires?
I thought vampires' bodies were their temples.
Yeah, they treat him worse than you would think.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's all good. Thank you, Schmitty. I really appreciate what you're doing. You've been a big help.
You're
An
welcome.
actual big help.
You are welcome, he tells you with affirmation. And he asks you to tell the raid team that as well.
I will send a letter.
Okay.
Terry, we should go to... Fuck, I forgot the name. The Taste of Milk?
True Milk, was that what it's called?
True Milk.
The taste
True,
of milk.
True milk.
True Milk.
Trumilch.
Out and eat.
Yes.
We should go to True Milk.
True.
Alright,
And milk.
Let's go tell the rest of our party this, so we have something to do.
Alright, can we fast forward a week so that... Antrol, what do you want to talk to your dad about? We need to finish this scene up.
I just want to engage the pleasantries that, I suppose we haven't
Yeah.
talked for the longest of time.
Like
He's
a
not-
year and a half now. Jeez.
Yeah.
He's missed you. He drunkenly tells you.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't come down here sooner. I just had, busy work. I'm working for the Big T, as now.
You're a
I see
slave
you-
to the government. My boy's becoming another Biggles.
I still carry myself with the royal nature heritage that we have. That'll never leave. I'm glad to see that you have done well here too. Are you ready for the winter?
No, we will
You're
be.
not. Okay. How long have you been here? A year? Half a
Yeah.
year.
It's been 8-9 months, something like that.
I just wanted to see that. You have surprised me.
My boy, you surprised us. I thought we were gonna have to kill you.
Why? What's going on?
You
Are
snuck
people
in
not
through
allowed
the
to leave?
front door. It was super dramatic.
Minor illusion. Fireworks all around me.
You do so. No
yeah,
big deal.
I'm extra.
You make the
No worries.
noise. Your drunken father will ask you to stay the night and meet his friend, the sorceress.
I definitely ask, where are you from? How come I haven't seen you before?
Yeah, she doesn't engage with you and just leaves as soon as, like, the super mysterious hooded figure and everything. Just because your father asked you to meet her doesn't mean she will.
I
I know, right? I'm baiting you
definitely
now.
Definitely not the Mokapunian way, I say to my father. She seems very friendly.
Oh, she's not from Mokapuni.
No, she isn't. I know.
From some other place or whatnot. Said she'd help us up, help us out.
Weird place.
Weird place or what place?
Yeah, where?
I don't know.
Hmm.
You know those traveling sons of bitches? Going every which way, offering people help. Trade.
Oh, yes. A lot of our people are that way now. I'm glad they have a place here that they could settle to.
If they wanted. If they weren't dogs of the government. They see the first person who has a royal title and they attach himself to them. Never once question why he's called tyrant. Not knowing that tyrant is a pejorative for a leader. Biggles Jones was a tyrant. I'm not gonna let my people. Huh. No, sir.
Not disagreeing, actually, with a lot of this stuff. Maybe the harshness of it, or, but then I've come to accept that from him.
He is old.
But the sentiments are similar to what I believe, just
Oh, the
lot less.
apple doesn't fall from far from the coconut.
So that's it. I just wanted to do a little investigation that way. I wanted
Yeah.
to see it, touch base. You're dangling that that apple in front of me.
I mean, your friends, your close family, are kind of on guard against you, Antoine. They
I
know
know.
you work with or for the tyrant.
Hmm.
Also, you now look extremely different. You come
Why?
off as much more cold, not hostile, but not friendly either.
Yes.
Your people are guarded against you. Only your drunken father still sees you as like his son.
Well, the trappings with being royal is that you are better than everyone. It's just I used to be very, very friendly with everyone because I was their healer. I had to know them. I
True.
had to
You
know
were their
each and
shaman.
every one of them. Yeah. They're treating me different, perhaps because I am different. I'm not the same person I left. So I sold a bit of my soul. I've gained some power, and truthfully, the only reason I'm back to see everybody in here and over there, because I don't want to cut ties and connections that might be advantageous for me later.
Mm-hmm.
They might have sensed this, or perhaps they might be under the influence of someone else, which interests me because I'm suspicious of that. I don't like that.
Antoine is
nothing
a
against them.
controlling man.
Not necessarily, but
He is very controlling. If not outright possessive.
He's really growing into a wizard right before our
He
eyes.
truly is. It's a beautiful sight. Mokapuni is his island after all.
Yes, it's my island. Yes. That's
Antoine, you now that you are everyone is alerted to you. You can spend the night. It'll be awkward. You'll probably leave in the middle of the night and just polymorph the fuck away. No.
No, yes, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
That's all right. We can do that. We can have it done that way.
Your father will drunkenly misremember the events of this night. But it's fine. You can head back to Tulst, and the week will pass. Eventually, Thatch will come back after doing something. I'm not sure. But we are at our hour-and-a-half mark, so why don't we take our first real break, rather than a pizza break, and get more water, go to the restroom, and set off for our next team activity. We'll be right back, guys. Woo. Gentlemen, we're back. Hello. How do you fare?
Good
Fare thee
question.
well. Fare thee well.
Fare thee
It's not
well,
what it used to be.
indeed. The failure team collects together again. You are in toll somewhere. It's time to decide a mission, if you have one.
The voice.
It's far more dramatic this way.
Well,
Yeah.
we're going to True Milk, which is then to the plains of Burlow.
Yeah, it's
For
like
some
right
reason.
over here.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get there?
Money.
Isn't there a monorail?
It doesn't go that far.
Is there a airship that will get us to place
Guys,
two?
we need a car.
So
we
we
need
can
a
get
car.
so we can take an airship to Alcazan, and then from Alcazan we can walk up there or take a car.
All right.
Alright. Thatch, bring a lot of that platinum.
Why? Well, no, it's not. We're not using the platinum until.
No, Ashwell, you can't smith with it. It's not helpful. It's
It
different
is
type.
a 160-mile journey from Alcazan to True Milk.
You would need a car.
You may need a car if you want to go fast, but you got all the time in the world. You got 5 whole weeks, baby. Let's take it one day at a time. Let's move the calendar up a little
I
bit.
agree.
That's a lot of rolling on the table, guys.
I say, guys.
There's
guys,
not a
guys,
lot.
guys.
But, okay. You say you want to go to Burlow? People tell you to go to Alcazan.
Thatch pay for us with off the party sheet.
You don't need payment to go to your vassal state.
Oh, thank God.
We will need payment to get a car if that's what we want to do, unless we're walking.
Guys,
I mean,
you look at Paradigm. You really think a horse is going to fit inside a regular car? You're going to need to find a horse-trailing car. That's going to be a rough sell. That's a highly specialized just thing. Like, people don't normally have that. They just ride their horses places.
can we bring your door homunculus with us? Your
No.
brother?
My brother is to wait for our mother, and then to relay a message to her, which he's probably already forgotten.
Yes, he has. That
Mhm.
is why he's already in the Mark 1, ready to go. Jen just is not saying anything.
Yeah, before we leave. Igor, go wait for Mom at the door.
You don't see
Get
him.
off.
He's hiding from you.
Yeah, I knock on it.
How would you know?
He's
He's
just gonna
not there.
follow me everywhere I go now.
Maybe.
He's your brother. Let him come along.
If you get my brother killed, I will kill you.
If your brother dies, I may as well be dead.
You are dead.
That was pretty good. Terry, anything you want to say or add to this?
No.
Okay. Thatch puts a fatherly arm around your shoulder and says something that Shadow would say. As we move to Alcazan. This is the 9th in which you leave. That is when everyone's long rest completes. That is when everybody hits 8th level. As well as all full resources. Sever, you're in charge of the money while Thatch isn't here.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm looking at it.
Angry Bear Lake.
Sure. Guys,
I
welcome
wonder why
to...
they call it that.
True.
So
You
guys,
guys should
why
really-
were we going here again? Is this where
For
they
a
make
car.
the cars? Or is this
Alcazan?
just
We're looking for a caravan people, a type of caravan people who will sell us a car.
Fuck, I'm on the wrong page.
I wanted an adventure. I thought we were going to look for
That is
stags.
part of the
horse-
adventure.
horses.
Let's just
Where-
play along with the car a bit until they either buy one or get shot down, more than likely.
How much
And then-
money are you taking from the party sheet, Sever?
All right, I'm looking at it. Hold on.
You have
So, my
1,900
friends-
gold and almost
Um,
1,600 platinum.
As Sever reaches for the platinum, the whole entire party goes, "No, don't do it!" And I grab 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay. I will subtract that.
Thank you. So we have 403 left on the party sheet.
Yes, add it to your character sheet.
Okay.
You need a barrel or a chest for this, and then you'll strap it to Oscar Vigrau. Because you yourself are in the trash can part of the trash can mobile.
What if he just fills the rest of it with that and contorts himself?
Okay. So, you are looking for a caravan to get to to True Milk. A lovely town that some of you may remember Falzmalek is from. Falzmalek was born in True Milk.
Mm-hmm.
It was destined that he would die in True Milk, but he seems to have surpassed that one. Okay.
Somehow.
Are we just gonna walk there?
Oh my god, it's milk spelled with a CH.
He said that earlier.
Yeah. Alright,
True Milk.
there is in theory a way to get here without paying any money to True Milk. So, do they regularly send cars? Is it,
Yeah, you walk.
Alright, well, let's walk. Let's go. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's rough.
Pedaling.
They are on a massive cliff face. They don't have a port, and they don't have an airship terminal. They're not a real city. They're just a fucking town in the middle of nowhere.
How do they not get killed by... Alright, whatever.
You're gonna have
Let's do
to
it.
figure that one out on your own, Chief.
Should we stop by any of these little towns along the way?
Oh yeah, actually, Sever points out that we have on our party sheet some rations, but let me just make sure. One second.
Guys, you are in the place where food is made for that to
Sever,
get turned
you
into
gives
rations.
us food!
Oh, yeah, I
We're
don't
okay.
care. Alright, cool. Let's
We're
go.
okay.
Okay.
Go.
We're gonna ignore food. You guys literally are in the breadbasket of the world right now.
We could just pick mushrooms off the ground.
Just fucking find something, bro.
There's
Okay.
water everywhere.
There won't be any real encounters until you're across the bridge. Oh, you gotta...
Is all of this like destroyed settlement looking stuff?
Yeah, it's an ancient, massive ruined city that used to stand, but has mostly been cleared out recently.
Cool.
When the Tyrant did his whole debacle, a lot of the spirit beasts from here went north, causing a lot of hell. However,
Is that
there's...
the ravine that we almost drove into when Coraline went God touched?
Maybe?
Hell Nightmare was a ruined settlement.
No, the Godless Ravine was indeed the thing that Helga almost drove you into.
Good to know.
So there was... Okay.
Yeah, I was using this map when you guys were doing that stuff like 40 sessions ago.
So we crossed the river via the bridge.
Yeah, let me grab some dice.
Hey, you want to trudge through the river? I offer.
Are you offering to carry me across?
No.
Okay, then I guess
Ooh,
not.
that is really low. So no spirit beasts. That is a 15. That is not even an encounter here. Okay.
I keep my guard up in case of leech attack.
Yeah. People warn you, just all the villagers, all the people of Alcazan, once you tell them you're going to try to head to True Milk, they say do not stop and camp on the bridge. It's super haunted. So, in broad daylight, you guys go over this big red stone bridge that has stood the test of time for so long.
Hear me
Guys,
out.
do you want to camp on the bridge?
Hear me
I
out.
so do.
Hear me out. We
Don't
stay
tempt
adjacent
me.
to the bridge, like just off of it, but don't camp on it.
Test of courage. How
Guys,
about we tempt
like-
fate after we get our car?
How are you gonna get it back to Tolst?
We drive. Let's drive. Actually, there are some airships that are really big.
I'll just let that one stew.
Okay. What is a boat, anyway? You guys wanting to stop halfway through your travel? Just camp on this bridge? Because you guys move 26-ish, 25 days, or miles per day, just walking and
25 days.
traveling.
Jesus.
So, 2 days, Oh, you guys could camp on the bridge if you wanted on the third day.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
why
let's
not?
do it.
What's the
Let's be
worst thing that
paranormal
could
investigators.
happen? John's so excited.
Shadow, I'm sorry.
We also know whatever.
I need to go set up a battle map.
Don't camp on the bridge.
You dumb fucks. You son of the bitches. Alright,
What
here we go.
What possible thing could happen?
Super haunted.
Well, usually when John warns us not to do a thing, everyone's like, no, let's not do it. But suddenly it's a haunted bridge, and we really want to see what happens.
Okay. This is
I
gonna
wanna
have to be
fucking-
scuffed, or we're gonna have to end this session prematurely.
Oh,
It's up
let's
to
do
you
it.
guys.
Scuff.
Scuff it up.
Go
Alright!
back to our roots.
So, there's a couple options we can do here. You can camp on the bridge in the dead center,
Oh,
or
God,
you
no.
could camp on the back end, right where it starts.
Let's do the
Start.
back end.
You want to do it when it starts?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You don't want to be in the dead center? Or there
That's
won't
what
be any escape?
Paradigm wanted, and I'm not going to argue with him.
It's true. It is what he wanted.
I'd say dead center, but of course the group. I mean, this is democracy right now.
Is it?
Fuck it, yeah, dead center. 3 people already said it, so as
Okay.
someone starts the protest,
Dead
solution.
center, Shadow, I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
They want to torpedo the campaign? No big deal.
You know,
It's not my fault.
he chose extracurricular activities.
I was gonna
over
roll a
us.
dice.
No, it's too late for dice rolls. It's time for the
We're not gonna
Kraken.
die here, guys. We're not gonna die here.
Quote. Let me add quote 1 second.
You guys might not, but I have horse speed.
It won't matter. Okay, where are you, my beautiful thing? Yeah, we can do this one. It's fine. Oh, Antoine, how I'll miss ye. Is this the correct size? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay.
I missed my
12.
map.
Okay. Everyone tells you not to camp on the bridge. You're like, nah, we're gonna do it anyway. No big deal. So, I need all of you to roll me a d20 to see who is on watch when something bad is going to happen. I'm looking for low. I see a 5 from Terry. Sever? Oh, you... you don't sleep. I forgot. Well, Sever, I guess I'll give you the opportunity to let Terry sleep in. And you deal with this potentially alone.
Hey, I just call out to the bridge, like, hey, I'm a vampire. You can't spook
No,
a
I'm just,
vampire.
No. I'm just, this is all meta right now. Would Sever recommend that Terry get some early shut-eye?
Early, should I?
Yeah,
Why do I
Nice
get
is
early
one of the
shut-eye?
party.
Yeah, I mean, you pull all the night watches, right?
Yeah, I got the night. I got night watch. It's fine. If you want to sleep early, Terry, it's fine. Like,
I think Terry usually takes the first watch or last watch, not the first watch. So he'd be waking up early, and he's interested. Like he wants to spend as much time awake on this bridge because he's actually interested in seeing what's going on with the haunted bridge. So I think,
Oh, yeah.
regardless of what the vampire
Oh,
wants,
yeah?
Terry wants to take a watch.
That's
Okay.
fair.
okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah, no,
we can
that's
hang
great.
out.
That's great.
Ah, this is really cool. We're gonna get to know each other better.
Yeah,
It's
well,
true. We'll live our dream of both having cars.
Yeah.
Everyone else settles down for the night. And in the early-ish early, maybe like 3 a.m., you guys start to hear this weird howling noise of wind. You guys are high above the river. The river must have been huge one of these days, but you guys sort of tower above it. This massive stone bridge. It's almost 300 feet to the river water. You're quite high up. This is a Mississippi-esque river as well. It's almost almost 2 miles across, so quite big. Where's my where's my music? Where'd it go? There's my music. Where's my spooky music? Okay. There we go. You guys start to hear the howling of wind pick up suddenly underneath you. What do you guys do?
I look over the edge.
You
What
look
the
over
hell?
the edge.
Please push him off.
Why? How would I push him off when I could pull him off? Okay. Give me a perception check, Mr. Sever. I keep hitting the wrong fucking screen.
Ugh, that's that one.
Goodbye,
It was just the wind.
Alrighty. Here, just 1 second here. Say, I was gonna throw the spirit kraken at you. I don't think that'd be fun. That's just
The
gonna
spirit kraken.
just
That's
gonna
fine. We
What
can
is
deal
this?
with that. We can deal with that. What are you guys talking about?
It's a spirit kraken.
You remember the sea serpent? Oh wait,
Yeah.
you weren't there for that.
Sea
He was
serpent,
not there
right?
for that. Where is it? Okay, I guess I have to pull out the book. This is the wrong book.
There's a spirit kraken in the player's handbook?
See, it's nothing, Sever. They hear this weird howl of the wind going under through the bridge, and they freak out about it.
I
It's
turn
really
back
nothing
on.
going on here.
No,
Terry
yeah, you're
says,
right. I
hoping that
agree.
something happens.
I mean, what kind of idiotic ghost would attack a vampire anyway?
Keep goading them. As Thatch has proven, it doesn't work.
It's true. It does not work. Whatever happens, happens. It's no one's fault.
I'm wondering if like it's just a kraken, but like immunity to non-magical weapons.
I like
And
looking at the
then-
pictures that John's flipping through and seeing what he might throw at us.
Fuck. Okay, I can't find any of this either. I'm just gonna Google it real quick. Hang on.
Is it actually no? Oh, you can't tell me. That sucks. I can't help.
There you are, buddy.
I'm hoping I find a GIF for Antoine. Hold on.
Huh?
There's a GIF I want to share with him. With him talking to his dad.
Where's its stat block?
Imagine having a dad.
There it is. Huh. It's not nearly as big as I thought it'd be.
What do you mean, it's not 300 feet tall?
It's not 300 feet tall. It's only size large.
Can we get back to that? Oh, okay, that's good. Can we get back to that soundtrack that was at inside of the Tarrasque?
Yeah. Give me... You already did a perception check. Yeah, you just don't see it. At all.
We chose the wrong side of the bridge.
Oh, it wouldn't have happened no matter what, Chief.
I like to imagine Sever's night blind.
Oh, tell me
Technically,
your
I
AC
am.
again?
Right now, without anything, it's 18. I thought it was 17. It's 18.
Perfect. Terry, you were in the middle of talking to your boy Sever when you blink and Sever is gone. And
Huh?
Sever, you are suddenly 160 feet in the air,
Oh.
wrapped in shadow.
Oh. Huh.
And you look around, suddenly flying,
Sever?
soundless. You see the little light that Terry is using to have kept you visible. People begin to stir in the camp as he lets out his girlish scream as he realizes a vampire's gone. And then Sever, what are you doing?
So I'm surrounded by shadow and not
Yeah.
anything else?
I mean, you
activate
can
my
see-
bonus action to look with thermals. There's no thermals?
No heat at all.
Ghosts
Oh,
are
okay.
cold.
You are wrapped in living shadow and ascending at an alarming rate.
Ascending.
Ascending, yes.
I look up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just see this massive wall of moldy-ass looking shadows. Sort of congealed. It's almost like hard light in a way. And as you, contemplate this, it's going to fly another 160 feet. And
That's
then it's going to drop you.
Okay.
Uh,
I hate when this happens! I'm sorry. Am I falling
Yeah.
onto the bridge or am I
no,
definitely
you're
in the
going
water?
straight into the river.
Okay.
And you're on the dead center of the river, which, as we stated, is 2-ish miles across.
Alright,
So,
alright,
do you have a way of traversing 5,000 feet to either side before you
I
just go into the water and
might.
die?
I have a Alright, so I have two options here. One option is, can I use my teleport studded armor to get to the back of whatever that thing is up there?
You cannot see a target, so no.
Okay, alright. In which case, can I use Misty Step to go 30 feet in a direction and hopefully angle myself so I can fall at an angle so I get distance?
You want to comet into the earth?
I want to comment into the earth, but not the river.
Yeah, give me a spell check.
Okay, do I burn the spell no matter what?
You're gonna burn at least 2 Misty Steps to do this.
Oh, two.
Because it wasn't
Alright,
it was not going straight up. It,
Gotcha.
swooped, grabbed, and then carried you away from the
no
bridge.
problem. Alright, spell check would be what, my wisdom proficiency or what?
Yeah, Arcana with Wisdom.
Alright, so this is 10 flat.
Just a flat 10.
Yeah, I don't have Arcana proficiency.
I don't think that's gonna do it, Chief.
Okay.
If it was an easy, where's my DCs at? I don't know where my board is.
All I'm trying to do is get some falling with style, John.
I nudge to the others. We should get off the bridge.
You also hear
it's too late
Sever
for that.
screaming in the distance.
Yeah, a moderate challenge is DC 15. This is not
Okay.
easy by any means.
Alright.
But you do get to control your direction a little. So, you're going straight down in the middle of the river. How are you trying to aim yourself? Are you trying to go back to the bridge, or are you going to try to go to
trying
one
to
of the
hit-
sides?
Whichever side I'm closer to, that's the side I'm aiming for. I don't
Well,
want to go
here's
back
the
to
fun
bridge.
fact about being in the middle of something.
Okay, then I want to go forward,
Forward as in northward, or?
northward, north
Yeah.
of the bridge.
Cartesial directions.
True north.
Sever, you know how you said you'd get revenge for me on your next character?
Yeah.
That may be coming a little bit quicker than we anticipated.
I'm excited. Let's go. He had a good life. Death, rather. His life wasn't very good.
Oh man, I need to roll some dice to see if this water is going to actually kill you.
Yeah, he's not anywhere near the bridge anymore, so there's probably no way I can, try to make a check if he's heading north and rather than back towards
No.
the bridge.
Unless somehow Sever has a way to fly, he is going into the water.
You know, Terry can fly.
I've
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
one
but he's
more-
not anywhere near me, and I can't
Yeah.
see him.
I've got one more Misty Step. I'm sorry.
You can give me a perception check, Terry, at disadvantage because you were trying to hear him. And only then will he possibly be able to save you.
Okay.
Not my good stat.
Uh-oh. Alright, Sever falls into the water. We'll catch up with him. Oh my god,
Do I
what
take
happened?
falling
I
damage?
just got home.
Bring him in. Bring him
Yeah,
in.
feel free to join us, Shadow. Speaking of shadows. Terry! The camp is roused as Sever is gone.
Do I hear like a screaming or anything of him falling?
Oh yeah.
Like...
Yeah. You'll hear a scream. It'll just be too late for you to act on it. As you suddenly get the direction, you run to the other side of the bridge where he was carried. You look down into the abyss below. You're 300 feet above the water.
Oh shit! The vampire, where did he go? I guess I will activate my boots and begin flying. That way it's not as easy to just throw me into the abyss.
Yeah, if you want to start flying, you definitely can. What are the others doing? Thatch begins to get up.
I mean, I'm going to be flying towards where the vampire sounds were at, like down that direction. I know it's not going to work to save him, but that's just what Terry would be doing right now.
I look for invisible things.
Okay, you cast See Invisibility. Antoine? Mage armor?
Cast light.
You cast light. Perfect. Light fills your area, making a deep, terrible shadow be truly present before you. You, now in actual light, can see that there is a large creature standing right next to Terry, honestly, looking like it's about to pounce on it. It's dragon-like in form, I suppose. You've seen a zombie dragon before. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring you to a battle map. Why don't we?
If only I had the other spear.
True. Terry's over here, heading down, so he is flying. This thing is size large, so we will do that. That is 1 square too small. It looks a little cute, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's a little cutie dragon.
Huh.
You all look at this thing. He doesn't even have the health bar.
I like him.
Yeah, he is pretty cute. Size large. He did just yeet your vampire frog into hell, but who cares? It's even translucent. The token itself is translucent, guys. It goes underneath or above the red line, and you can see through it. Isn't that fucking cool? And here's where we roll initiative. Everyone, please roll me initiatives. Click your tokens as we throw on battle music.
And for +7, it's always garbage.
Hey, at least you got that.
You still beat the rest of us.
Where is my battle music? Russian Winter, no. Death and Axes.
Definitely not that. It's a 9, by the way. I'll change that.
Okay, descending order. We need to give this thing a turn. And then John needs to pull up its stat block. It has, to its initiative, +2. Ooh, it's not very dexterous.
Huh. You'd think shadows would have more dexterity.
You'd think so. They roll great. Yeah, it only has 7. Alright. It goes at 7, as you guys cast it in light, interrupting its... Wow, it goes dead last. Okay. No. Croshow. Fucking Crowshow's going first.
Oh my god, I forgot about Croshow!
Alright, so it carried you 160 feet this direction, Sever. So you are technically off the map right now, but we can make the map bigger. Let us make this 150 by 150. Welcome to the shit show, everybody. So you started here. Then you were casually moved 160 feet this direction and dropped. Alrighty, perfect. That's how far away you are from the bridge. And then you teleported northward 60 feet. So we're still off the map a little, but we're gonna work it out, guys. Who cares if I'm maxing my screen's resolution right now? Alright, there you go. That's good enough. Okay. Crow Show! It's your turn! Is Thatch in the fucking lounge yet? Nope.
So you said it grabbed Terry, or it was about to?
It's about to grab Terry. But now Terry's flying and just walking on air like it's no big deal.
Yeah. Crow Show. So is this back where we came? This downward area?
That is
over
where
here?
you came from.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'll keep drawing the bridge.
Alright, so Crow Show's gonna run right the fuck over here.
Alright.
And,
This map is huge.
Is it?
It is huge.
Crow Show's gonna take one of these at 3rd level.
You're gonna Mind Spike it.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see if it is immune to psychic damage.
God, I hope not.
Is it a spirit beast?
You don't have to
Should be.
explain that one.
No, sorry. Maybe not.
Hang on 1 second. I think it will do damage no matter what, but give me a second. It is immune to not psychic damage. Okay, you get it to a wisdom saving throw. And what does this do again? Can you click the... Okay, you did. Perfect.
Half as much on a success, normal, and fail.
Cool. Alrighty. There is a
Stupid
number associated with this. It is... not gonna be enough. It fails. And takes 18, it looks like?
Yep.
Alright.
And now I always know where it is.
True. You also know that it's after you. Let me go ahead and give it a health bar now that someone's done damage to it.
I start panting. This cape is my downfall.
You want to check if it's in love with you?
Does it love me?
It'd be random, and your action.
Oh, that's an action?
Yeah, it's an action.
Oh.
Okay, I need to GM roll a dice. Maybe I'll low roll. No, yeah, below average.
Let's see what 18 looks like.
It's gonna do more than you think it do.
That's not terrible.
It's not yeah, it's not bad at all. Antral, it's your turn.
I need to know where my team is. Like, are we like?
You are
close
where
to
you
it?
are. This is
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
You saw the horse run away.
So I'll just summon elemental, air elemental.
Ooh, go for it.
You should have done fire to
Oh,
burn
I
the
promise.
shadows.
Honestly, I didn't think you guys would be doing combat this round, but there you go.
You promised someone something?
I was gonna get an actual elemental token attached to this thing, but I forgot. It's fine. It has blah blah blah. It'll do its turn next time. Okay.
And then move away.
You run away?
I'll move away. For
Are you sure you want to?
why not?
Yeah, Troll, don't die like the rest of them.
Because
It's always been us. Surviving.
you may or may not be in melee range with it right now.
Yeah, 5 feet. You said I am in melee range, so I won't. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I'm that close. The
Okay.
scales are difficult to see.
They sure are, especially on a white plane, huh?
Hmm.
But we wanted to tempt fate, so let's not play the blame game. Alright, your elemental gets to go immediately after you. You have access to its character sheet. You can make it attack.
Awesome. I shall.
Yes, equal to half a spell's level, which is 2.
Okay, where is this?
Its AC has been located. I now know what it needs to be hit with. Oh, I forgot to roll in Thatch, huh? It's okay. He'll just go after.
I just click slam? Yes, okay.
Yeah,
I
just click slam.
26.
Do it again. Cool. You hit.
It's 26.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a +8.
Yes, it has a +8 to hit. It's pretty strong, if you think about it. Alright, so that is 19 damaged. Halved to... what is that? 8?
9.
9?
Rounding
Yeah,
down
sounds about
9,
right.
rounding
Sounds
up
about right.
10.
It's rounded down, I believe.
Okay. I think at this point it's going to use its legendary actions. Ooh, it can cast a spell. What spell does it want to cast? Spell casting. You see it now. It is going to cast... Oh. Oh, baby.
Psychic Scream, Psychic Scream, Psychic Scream.
Could I
what?
counterspell? That laugh makes you want to press counterspell.
Yeah, in a second.
Okay. Do we have to find out what it is first, or?
I need to find out what it is, yes.
Okay.
Okay, as shadows begin to flicker into weird will-o-wisp lights, you will cast Counterspell at what level?
3rd.
And it will cast Counterspell as its reaction to get rid of your Counterspell. Because this thing apparently has Counterspell.
Wait, but that's 2 spells in a turn if he does that, right?
No,
Uh,
he can do that. He
you
can
can
do
do
that
that.
reaction.
You
He
can
can
do
do
that.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, he can do that.
Just like Action Surge, you can cast 2 spells.
Okay.
Hypnotic Pattern will go off. And he is going to target your Elemental, you, Antoine, as well as Thatch.
Can I counterspell?
You
On
just
top of
tried.
I mean,
You-
counterspell that counterspell.
No.
You used your reaction already.
Ah,
You cannot...
yeah.
Can I just counterspell? Can I get more reactions,
like,
John?
Can I just, like, forever?
John,
do
I know we
this?
just went through this whole thing about counterspelling, but, here, let's get Shadow in here real quick.
Please, we need him so bad.
Yeah, you guys do. Mike's
This is
still
what
hot.
happens when you don't show up.
Shadow, you're here. Turn your camera on, and let's get back to it. I don't know if he turned his camera on. It doesn't look like it.
He has not done it yet.
Oh.
He's working on
We
it.
have 45 minutes, guys. We got hard outs
here.
tonight. All right,
This is what
Shadow's here.
happens when you don't show up.
I'm sorry. I tried to get here as fast as I could. I've been listening the entire way.
Well, I need you both to make me, I believe, wisdom saves?
My worst stat.
Who's you both? Me? Am
Yes,
I-
you. You, Thatch, need to access your character sheet and roll a wisdom saving throw.
The elemental
I'm
and Antoine.
I agree. Wisdom is also. We don't really have a wise
EC
team. Huh?
is, I'm not
My
looking,
wisdom-
it is
my wisdom
16.
save is awesome.
No worries.
But not if
No
everyone's-
worries.
Alrighty, you guys are under the spell Hypnotic Pattern. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern, can you do your elemental too? It has eyes. Each creature in the area makes a wisdom save. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While the charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0, which means, Shadow, remember the enemy? It's that again!
Yeah.
That encounter!
Yay!
You came here to hang out. That was its legendary action in response to you guys attacking it with an elemental. You guys are now charmed and incapacitated. It is concentrating. Bringing us to the next person. Who is next on my initiative order? Sever, you are in the
Sever.
water.
I take 46 damage on my turn.
You are not being attacked by an elemental. You sink.
I do think. So now, can I make a judgment call. Am I a perception check? Hold on. So I take 10 damage immediately. Hold on, because I am submerged fully in the water, right? This isn't just like I got splashed with
You
it.
are not being attacked by an elemental. You are not taking damage. You sunk. You must
No,
wait until
hold
you
on.
get to the bottom of the river to start walking back to shore.
Okay. But
Uh,
I don't take damage from the water?
No, you're gonna take damage from falling, though. Can
Okay,
someone roll me
gotcha.
20d6?
Oh,
I'm scared to roll that. Oh,
83 and 84. I'll let you take 83. You can have that if you manage to make a con save. You're basically just going to try to tough it out. Alright, you take the full 83, which gets halved to 41?
Yeah, I think so. But the 9 is a fail, isn't it? No?
Yeah, it is. But you're
Okay.
resistant to fall damage.
Gotcha. Alright.
Yeah.
From 88, I go down to 47.
Okay. And then you sink. You cannot swim because you are made of stone.
Okay, how far to the bottom of the... Maybe I missed these
That
stuff.
is... You are in the deepest part of the river. You're in the dead center of it. Because you
I'm
guys
so
wanted to
fucked.
go on the middle of a bridge.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
deep are rivers normally? Because this one is, like, as deep as the Mississippi. Let's find out.
Mississippi deep as fuck.
How deep is the Mississippi?
200 feet.
You fall for 200 feet. From its source, Lake Itasca, to its end, the Gulf of Mexico, the Mississippi River drops 1,475 feet? What?
That's just talking about because rivers flow downhill, how far
Yeah.
downhill it flows as it does. And
okay. I was about to say, that didn't make any goddamn sense. 200 feet in depth. That is how far you must travel. You are sinking like a stone. You fall at a rate of 500 feet per 6 seconds, so you will get there at the bottom at the end of your turn. Just due to
And then
water
do I take the
resistance.
46?
Sure.
Water. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Any actions you can do while your movement's being used?
Can I take a dash action or no?
No.
Okay, so it's
If you
just
double
40
your
feet.
movement, that is 0. It's still 0, right?
Okay. I cure wounds myself.
Can you? You need does that have a verbal component?
Oh, I might. But I mean, I don't need to breathe either.
Yeah, but you need to
Okay.
get words out with air.
Gotcha. Okay, then I can't. Nope, I'm good.
All right.
I
Then
am
you
my
sink.
turn.
Terry! You're
So
flying in the
I've
sky!
just seen my party's eyes glaze over.
Yeah.
I saw this thing cast a magical spell. I know roughly how magical spells work, though I probably
Yeah.
don't understand this one in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to smack this thing and make it stop concentrating on its stupid spell.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you outright, its AC is 19.
Cool, cool, cool.
Good thing he's got that +2 longsword.
That's right.
Okay.
Swing and a miss. And swing and a miss.
You got a bonus action.
Yeah, I do have a bonus action. Cool. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright, you have 2 more AC. That's good to know. Good to hear. The dragon gets to go now. It could have used a legendary action just now. I don't think it will. I'm gonna pull a Greg
Nothing
Hansen.
happened to it.
It could have
Oh, the music
counterspelled.
stopped.
I'm changing the music. Hang on. Okay, the only thing... No, there are still 2 threats left. One is the horse, one is the paladin. Guys, I don't know this monster that well, okay? Why don't we chill? Why don't we just... chill?
The horse is trying its best not to engage.
Okay, it saw Terry do something against it, but Terry can't hit for jack shit. So, undeterred, unfazed, it is going to use its first action to... Yeah, the elemental's made of air, you said?
Yep.
Alright, it's going to grab Antoine then and throw him in the river. Because it cannot grab air. You are charmed and incapacitated, so you cannot even make a save, I don't think.
Incapacitated actually still normally like lets you move and have dex saves and shit. I don't know what kind of save it would be.
How would that work?
It
This
would
isn't
not
like
be.
stuns.
It would be a opposed acrobatic. He's grappling you and then going to move you, right?
How would that work?
So it'd be an acrobatics check, I believe. But let me check. Incapacitated. Guys, we're playing with mechanics. This is what you wanted, guys.
Hey.
If he's gonna drop him in the river, I'm gonna use my reaction to Featherfall Anchois.
That's fine. Are you within 60 feet of Antoine?
Yep.
When he'll be moved?
Is it gonna move him like...
It can throw him.
Oh, okay.
An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. Does that mean that he can still make an acrobatics check to escape? I guess so, yeah. Make me an acrobatics check, Mr. Antoine.
Yeah.
Or be grappled by its first attack. As I
wonderful.
find its athletics check.
Rolling bad.
Man.
I had made a good
You
roll.
know, I
None of us have
appreciate the
made-
rules lawyering, guys.
None of us had made a good roll. Like, none
Alright,
of us.
this
It was
has...
amazing.
Athletics is based off strength. That is a 10. Okay, it's gonna grab you with a 10. Even if you had advantage, you'd be fucked.
Yeah.
It will grab you like so with its first action. I guess this will provoke an attack of opportunity from Terry.
Okie doke.
Yeah, make a hit. Oh my god.
Oh.
There it
I'm
is.
smiting the
Smite
shit
the
out of
shit
it.
out of him.
You're obligated
Level
to
2
smite.
Divine Smite. Don't know if it probably doesn't count as anything that gets extra hit by Divine Smite here.
Crits double damage.
Right.
Stuff.
I'm just saying he's not. It could be 48 and then doubled 48 if he was an undead. You know.
It is
Hey,
not an
don't-
undead, I would tell
Don't
you.
forget to double the 2d4 from your longsword extra damage too.
Just
Yeah.
roll
I
the...
think you
Probably-
should.
Can you please click that? Thank you.
Radiant.
Thank you. Okay.
Playing with mechanics.
Wow.
I was making sure I had all my modifiers on there.
It does it automatically, guys. Alright, so that's 14. How much radiant damage is that? 16. Goes to 19, goes to 29 radiant damage.
He's a
this
shadow,
is big.
double it.
Which I need to calculate real quick.
Terry will be our savior.
Oh, it is not like radiant damage, guys. And then you smack it for 14 slashing damage with a +2 weapon. Anchois gets carried now.
A couple of things before that happens.
Oh.
Concentration, and
Oh,
I'm
true.
going to use my inspiring smite as it turns its back to me, and I'll be like, "I'm coming for you!" and give.
That
10
is a
temp
bonus
HP.
action.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yes.
Darn it.
It's fine. I can read. for
First
both
time
of
using
us.
the spell. For the
You're
ability.
fine. First time using this creature, man. Okay. I will make a con check. It has... What's the DC? Fuck. It's gotta be insane.
Half the damage.
29. Yeah, it's
Oh,
gonna need to
shit.
make a natural... it's gonna need a natural 20 here to maintain concentration. It does not. You guys are no longer hypnotically patterned. Which
Awesome.
is
Half
great, I
health.
suppose. Anyway, Antoine gets thrown now.
Can I Misty Step? Just back on the bridge.
We are in
Here's a
turn
reaction.
order. You are...
That's a reaction, I believe.
Misty Step is a bonus action.
Sorry. My
You cannot be
apologies. What was I
featherfalled.
thinking?
You are
What am I
outside
thinking?
60 feet, so you immediate plummet 500 feet at the start of your next turn. But we'll hit the river when we hit the river.
Gaseous reaction though.
Is Terry on the bridge or no?
Nope, I'm flying.
Terry is flying.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, we have a little mechanical thing, actually.
Yes.
So, Anchois falling. He is beginning to fall no matter what. He used his reaction to cast Counterspell. He can't cast Featherfall.
Right.
No.
How far is he supposed to fall now?
I think like 500 feet or something ridiculous.
Does it happen immediately or at the start of his turn?
By
At the end of
5e
the round.
mechanics, it's as soon as you start falling, you fall the first amount, and then at this, I forget, start or end of each of your turn, you do the same.
I thought Paradigm wanted to Featherfall him.
I can't. He's out of distance.
He's out of range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A feather fall, falling, a fall from a great height, blah blah blah. I just want to make double certain. Yeah, at the end of a fall. It just says at the end of a fall. Hang on. This is important because this can instantly kill Anchois.
All
So that is
creatures
why
are
I am
susceptible
rules
to
lawyering against myself.
lands before the spell ends. It takes no falling damage.
When you fall from a great height, you instantly descend 500
Okay.
feet.
Anchois, make me a Constitution saving throw for half damage of 20d6. I will roll the 20d6.
What am I,
71.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Make this one,
Otherwise,
buddy.
it takes.
I have. I can half it by using Amulet Wind and Sound.
That is your reaction. You cannot.
Ah,
Pray to your gods.
Yeah.
It is time to pray. Oh, you pass it.
yes.
Man.
You will suffer 71 halved, go into the water, and become, well, start to be swept away, because unlike the marble statue that is your vampire, you are flesh and blood. Guys!
No, I did a Constitution saving throw. Do I have to do one for the Elemental?
Yes,
Because it
you
can
do.
go crazy.
Thanks.
You probably 71 halved to 30 something, 20 something.
So it's
I'm
DC
awake.
17 or something like
35.
that.
Okay.
Round down 35.
I'm like,
Then you, the elemental stays.
I'm awake.
That was its first attack. Okay.
Thatch?
Next on its agenda is
He's really hurt, guys.
okay, that was its
Terry hit
multi-attack.
it again.
It makes 3 attacks, so that was its first one. It'll use its second one to pick up Thatch. Thatch, give me an acrobatics or athletics check, not to be grappled.
Oh, thank God.
I still need to roll it. It has +6 to this roll. I need a 14 up, or a 15 up. That's a 4. You manage not to get picked up. And then it will... It has a bite left. Can it use its mouth to throw you again? I don't... So what a creature can do normally is use its extra attack to do stuff.
He already has spell casting. Don't give him more.
I think it's just gonna bite you.
Still
Okay.
legendary.
Or it's gonna bite the elemental. I don't think it matters. It's gonna bite Thatch. He's living.
Yep.
The wind is made of wind. It doesn't care about the wind. It bites you. You're not prone, but you technically should be, but I'm not gonna make you.
Hypnotic pattern like stops me in place, right? And
Yeah.
it's gone.
It's
It doesn't fail.
gone.
Well,
So I should.
So this was the encounter that like woke you guys up. So Thatch never even got a chance to move, but he should have,
Okay.
since I misrolled his or I forgot to roll his initiative. So we're just gonna say you're standing.
Okay.
Rolling a natural 1 to hit you, missing.
Mm.
Okay, whew, we got through
Retribution.
its multi-attack. We are now at Thatch's turn at the start of the round.
Love it. Thatch is going to draw his +2 longsword, and he is going to start swinging away.
Swing.
I'm checking my. Yep. That's probably going to be a miss.
That's a
You
miss.
said 19 AC,
19 AC, yes.
right? Wonderful. And
Just
then I'm gonna
roll.
swing.
Yeah.
There you
Alright,
go.
24. I will hit, and I will also try to apply a superiority dice to do a... I guess I can't trip this guy if he's
Mhm.
flying, right?
Can't fear him either, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know.
Oh!
I know.
Hang on.
Okay.
1 second.
wait.
This thing has some light mechanic that we need to retcon. 1 second.
Oh.
Antwal, what did you cast light on? Was it yourself? What do you normally cast it on?
Let's say my thing, my
Your wand or staff? Or...
my staff. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
Uh,
I'm gonna have you roll a strength check, or like a strength saving throw, to hold on to your arcane focus. If the arcane focus is... If you fail, we're gonna say DC 15, just because that's a moderate challenge. If you fail, the staff is on the bridge, and Thatch can see it. Which is gonna... It's gonna get hit no matter what, I think, with that 19, but I need to do this now, because it
So
has
which one?
bullshit.
Which
Make me a strength saving throw, DC 15. Okay, you hold on to your staff, which is good,
Damn it.
because if you can get your head over water, you can still cast spells. That may save
I
your
am
life.
a swimmer. I mean, I'm a Mokapunian.
You indeed are. But that means Thatch can't see.
Yeah.
That has dark vision.
It's a shadow
Irrelevant
monster.
situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let me look at its properties just 1 second. Living Shadow. While in dim light or darkness, which you are now in, dragon has blah blah blah. Saving throws, resistance. Okay. While in sunlight. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay. Please be patient, guys. I'm sorry. This is the first time
No
I've
worries.
used this stat block.
How dare
Oh,
you?
this is such a weird thing. Okay. This is getting a little complex. I'm just gonna roll dice. Okay. Thatch, you get up. You don't see it. It is technically invisible right now. The first one hit misses regardless. You get lucky in your next hit and hit on that 19. So please do your damage, as mechanically this thing is hidden, no longer concentrating, no one's incapacitated. Okay, cool.
Got it. And it is flying, correct?
Yes. Just,
Okay. So
it's
I
kind
can't
of...
I can't trip attack it, but I'll apply a menacing attack. It probably will be irrelevant for the fear, but I'm doing it for the superiority
Okay,
damage.
cool. Yes, it is
That's
immune to
total of-
frightened and petrified and poisoned and blah blah blah. Okay,
it.
so 8 plus 6 is 14?
And then 2 more radiant.
Yeah. Radiant is doubled. It is vulnerable to Radiant.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
you...
in that case, I will then immediately action surge
Uh-huh.
and swing 4 times.
Okay, cool. You hit!
So 21 hit, and then swing again.
17 is a miss.
17 is a miss. I will apply one more menacing attack for the superiority die. And we'll
Okay.
take 11 plus 6 doubled is 17 total.
Cool. It's looking hurt.
Good.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move to here and then use one more superiority die. I think I can do it on movement for bait and switch, which I will post.
That's fine. I need to see
And
what
I am-
actions I can take.
And then I'm going to switch places with the elemental and then give myself a d8 of extra. Actually, I'm going to give the elemental a d8 of extra AC. He's going to get 2 more AC.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
Okay, before our paradigm goes, it will use its legendary action to quite literally vanish. And John has to... Okay. Horse, it's your turn.
So you said it vanished.
Yep.
Does see invisibility help me at all right now?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What about that mind spike?
Oh yeah, I can know where it is.
Click Mind Spike's text.
You right.
On a failed save, you also know the target's location, but only while the two of you... Yeah, you don't know where it is.
Ah.
What does that tell you, Chief?
Give me one real quick. Hey, can you put me at that square?
I sure can. You are now there.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That's my turn.
You just dash 80 feet away. Okay.
Smart. That's smart.
What a big map, guys. Guys, are you out of a danger zone?
Danger now.
I want to kill this thing so bad.
Well, Antwa, as you are carried by this current, you need to make me an athletics check to get to the surface of the water. You can have advantage since you are indeed Mokapunian. Otherwise, you are just going to get moved 60 feet.
Ocean
He
Man,
could
save
just
him.
hold his breath and he makes it to the top. I'm saying.
He's trying to get to the top.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. Which one did I
Athletics.
do first?
You are swimming. You're a swimmer.
I am really not a swimmer.
Oh.
Ocean Man didn't bless him.
Can
Well-
I Misty Step?
You can't without drowning, I don't think.
Cast water breathing.
Is this
Oh,
No,
verbal?
no.
You need
No.
air in your lungs to push out. If you open your mouth to cast a word, water's just going to fill your mouth. That is what the verbal component is in a spell. So, Antwa, your turn is spent just going downriver. You're not in danger of drowning. I think it is your con bonus plus like 4 or something. I don't remember how long someone can hold their breath for, but it's minutes.
Yeah.
It's something crazy. So eventually you will get to the top, but right now you're kind of just shit. Just fucked.
Elemental is looking for the dragon, I suppose. I mean, what-
Okay.
He was hitting it.
Sever, you are at the bottom. You can now act.
I take 13 points of damage from the water.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
What? What? What
I
is
keep
that?
telling
over
you,
this.
you're not taking damage from the water.
Nothing
It's
is
not
attacking you. He
magical?
said that.
No, it's
No,
not
but-
magical water.
I take damage from being submerged in water, in like river water. No? Am I
Wait,
crazy?
really?
Elemental
Oh, you're
controlled
running water. You're
areas.
right. Oh,
Oh,
He's trying not to cheat here so hard.
I thought John was getting at this was
Okay.
elemental shit.
this is elemental shit. So,
Do I take that damage?
you do not take that damage. There are no
Okay.
elementals in this river.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I'm actually
Yes.
alright. Alright, my HP is not a bajillion. Alright, cool.
Oh,
47. I walk. Wait, do I see Angela? No. Okay. I walk in a straight line towards one of the pillars that's holding the river, the bridge up in the river.
okay. Distances are a thing here. So,
Alright, I
you
walk
spend your...
40
turn-
feet and then dash another 40 feet. and I'm
Okay,
80
so
feet closer.
move 40 feet because it's difficult terrain.
So actually, I have another question about that. So hold on. I'm back here at 100. Hold on, sorry. I have land stride, which is a ranger thing. Non-magical, a difficult terrain doesn't affect me. Does that still apply since I'm walking and not swimming?
This is water, though.
I know, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
why-
the water.
not magical. All right,
When it says terrain, it's assuming you're not swimming.
but I'm not swimming.
You're not swimming, but there's still water resistance.
Okay. All right, I walk 40 feet with a dash.
Okay.
All right, there you go. And then I have to end my turn because I can't cast spells underwater either.
Okay, Terry.
Why is this crazy horse going where we can't protect him from the dragon that moves way faster than all of us?
Ha! You hear in the distance.
I'll move over closer to Thatch. And I'm just going to cast Bless using my Fey Touched feat on the three of us.
Okay.
Including the elemental spirit. It's blessed.
Yep.
You are all blessed, and at the end of your turn, it will use its Shadow Walk feature to exit the Shadow Point and show up right close to where the horse used to be. All right. At the end of your turn, it becomes its turn. Horse.
That's what you get for running away.
It has one job, and it's to kill you. It moves. I guess it's flying 5 feet in the air. What's up?
Does he get the Mind Spike feeling back?
Yeah, the Mind Spike feeling's back as soon as it materializes in front of you. It will use its bonus action to hide, becoming technically invisible because it does not realize you know where it is no matter what. So it does not matter what it rolls since you know where it is and can turn to face it. It will fly towards you with its insane movement speed and come to pick you up. Make me an acrobatics check or a athletics check.
Da 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 da.
Ooh, that was a good roll for me.
Da da da. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Can you get plus 10 to this somehow?
Nope, I can get +4.
Okay. I rolled a dirty 20. So,
Ow.
I will pick you up. That was 30 feet of movement. It has 50 more. So, it's just going to come right here. And
Off that?
no, that's what the fucking athletics check's for.
No, I mean when he drops me.
No, you fall.
Well, let it happen.
Okay.
Okay.
He has feather fall, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna feather fall myself.
Yeah, let it happen. Let
Before
it
you do, it's going to bite you, though.
Oh, okay.
It's so hungry. It just wants a little bit. It just wants a little bit of your horse meat. It's plus 10. I don't know why.
Horse.
Come to me, beefy horse. That is a 21 to hit you.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Nope.
Really?
Shut up.
Hold on.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'll be right back before my turn.
Don't you say it, Antoine.
It's meet or beat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's meat to beat.
Is this what I think it is?
It's biting you. What are you doing? Are you gonna get bit or not? Alden, make a choice!
Fuck. I gotta
He's
get
looking
bit.
for any. Yeah, he's looking.
You're
for
gonna
any.
get bit?
Well, it's either I take the bite or I take the fall damage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, smart. No. You did the right decision.
Alrighty, 2d10 plus 6.
I could have arcane
Take
deflected
14.
it. That's fine. What am I?
Okay, and then it will let you go, letting you fall 500 feet
feather it.
down, and you're gonna feather it somewhere down there. 60 feet per round. It's 300 feet. I think you'll get there at the very end of a spell. And it will see you begin to slowly fall.
Mm-hmm.
That
Doesn't like it,
was
does it?
its action, and it used its bonus action to hide prematurely. So it ends its turn there in attack position as it becomes Thatch's turn. Who just got up?
We can come back to him.
We've literally skipped
True.
2 of his turns
mean,
at that rate.
Yeah, but what can we do? We can
Yeah,
just sit
we'll
and
just
talk
go
about the
immediate.
weather.
Croshow, you fall 60 feet.
I fall. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I give this motherfucker a taste of the mind whip.
Okay, you're gonna mind whip him. Thatch, we skipped your turn, but we're gonna just go right back to you.
Okay.
Okay, DC 15 save throw. Fuck, what's its in save? It's probably not great.
Well, he's a spellcaster.
Indeed.
Counter spells.
Yeah, I'll just counterspell it. Okay. That was its second counterspell.
Mm-hmm.
Second legendary also.
It could have, yeah. Alright.
No, it did. It's second legendary. Remember, it did the walking in the.
Shadow Walk.
Well, it's still a reaction no matter what.
If I'm feather falling, can I jump off the air?
No.
Damn.
Yeah, there's no such thing as Mario physics in this world. Mr. Thatch, it's your turn.
All right. Do I get some type of bonus to movement for being close to Terry?
Yep, 10 extra feet of movement for starting your turn within 5 feet.
Then
Nice.
I will dash 80 feet closer towards where Paradigm went off,
Okay.
yelling
80
and
feet later.
screaming the entire time, banging my sword against my shield. Come at me!
Alrighty.
300 style.
Antral, give me an athletics check or drown. It's 10. Just roll a 10. You have advantage.
It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. There you go. You
There it
make
is,
it to the surface this time, only moving 30 feet in the water. But now you have air in your mouth. You can cast spells again. You're still 300 feet below the surface of the bridge, but it's fine.
300 feet, you say?
Yep.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Alright. It's way past levitate. Fuck that. I'm not gonna do polymorph because that'll remove my elemental. So I'll just firebolt. No, can I see it? The firebolt?
You cannot see it. It's in the dark. You're blinded by your own staff.
Yeah.
Who is the
It's
storm
also-
that is approaching?
I am the storm that is approaching.
So, what I do is I swim closer. That's it. As movement, and I have my elemental move.
When you say
closer.
you swim closer, are you trying to get back to the bridge?
Yeah, like I fight the current, like as movement.
Okay, you can
The
move
bridge is
half your
300
movement.
feet up.
Well, the base of the support structure is there.
Ports underneath it, or down there.
Okay, Sever, you can move again. You are the rock within the lake, 200
my
feet
elemental
below.
moves also. My elemental moves also. So just
How does it know where to go if you can't see the enemy?
it has its own. Like
It doesn't have true sight. It doesn't see it either.
it
this
doesn't
thing-
see it either.
Yeah, it blends
It's hidden.
perfectly with, like, the darkness. It's technically
Okay.
invisible in darkness.
The only reason I can see it is because see invisibility and mind spike.
It's Mind
Do you-
Spike. It's not even see invisibility.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's technically invisible, but not actually under the spell invisible.
I'm
Light
not sure
mechanics
what
are
the body
dumb,
goes
guys.
there.
It must have seen it when it appeared, though. Is it me only, or it can do it?
I don't know its vision. Characters. It has dark vision 60 feet, so no, it would not have seen it.
All right, that's it. Then.
Yeah, it teleported over here next to the horse that ran away. All right, Sever, did you move? I'm sorry?
Which is with that, I moved 40 feet, so I end turn. It's the dash action included.
Okay. Terry, you watched your
Alright.
horse get snagged.
So I'm going to move 40 feet this way towards the edge, and I guess I'm going to blindly fire at where I saw him drop the horse.
Okay.
Guiding bolt?
Yep.
Oh god.
All right, roll to hit. It's at disadvantage. AC's 19.
How about a 9? Does that do it for you, John?
If you somehow got 10 to it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It will use its legendary action. I think it's... Oh, it had 3, but I'm going really easy on you guys since this is a scuff boss. It will use its legendary action to cast a spell.
Light mechanics are dumb.
It is super stupid, I agree. I need to look this spell up. But this is to kill the horse.
Mm.
Horse, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, I'm dead. Just telling you guys now, I'm dead.
You don't know that for sure.
Of all my stats, this is the bad one.
Indeed. This spell is called... And I really hope I remember this correctly. This is what I get for not having the boss prepared. Oh. What would this be? Oh, you rolled a 4. What would that be on a dex save instead of a con? Or a wisdom?
What did I roll? 4?
Yeah.
It'd
I know
be
you
a
can-
7.
As a war mage, you can buff your saving
I can
throw
add
a lot.
So it'd be a 7, and then I could I could add 4 to it also. So it'd be 11.
Okay, I don't think that's enough. I think its DC's like 15 or 16. Yeah, DC. Spell save DC 16. Okay. Well, never mind. A tendril of inky darkness reaches out from you, touching a creature you can see within range to drain life from it. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. On a success, blah blah blah. On a failed, the target takes 4d8 necrotic damage. Please roll that, someone.
9.
9
9 points of necrotic damage you suffer. Whenever a spell deals damage to a target, you regain hit points equal to half of that amount. Cool. Not great for its legendary action, but it can now do its turn. Oh. My horse. My horse. I hate you. I need your
Can I-
flesh in your mouth.
It's
My
in the
running
air.
away finally
it's
didn't work.
literally, it's
You-
literally floating down in the air, right?
You literally cannot see it. You are swimming for your life. If only
Wait,
your
hold
horse had light. Alright.
Could I have attack of opted that spell?
No. You have fallen
Oh.
60 feet away from it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like right on me.
No. It's not going to follow you. Enervate has like a reach of 120 or something? No, it's 60
Enervate's in
feet. So,
5e.
yeah, Enervate's in 5e. Or Enervation's in 5e. So you whip it resisted it, then you got slapped by Voldemort's Avada Kedavra, and it's like, oh, that didn't instantly kill me.
That
and
was
then
nice.
it's just going to fuck off, I think. Yeah.
It runs away.
Well, kind of.
Well, no.
It's going to use Enervation for 1 more minute to spell ends. Guys, what is 9 times 4?
45.
No.
45. 9 times 4, did you say?
Yeah,
Okay,
9 times
36.
4.
That's 36.
36.
Yeah.
Alright, the horse is going to suffer, over the course of a minute, that many d8s worth of necrotic damage. As
Huh?
it drains your life force, hidden in the
One
darkness.
save?
No.
He gets one save for
He
it?
gets-
Oh.
Yeah, fucking, hang on, guys. I'm gonna pull this up so you can look at this bullshit spell.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die. Or at least the river's gonna claim you. Horses
If
float,
the target
right?
is ever outside the spell's range,
Yeah, but it can just always float, right? And
True.
keep pace. So I guess this is a race between the horse, who is falling at a steady rate of 60 feet. Alright, horse, can you end Featherfall? Or are you stuck with it on you?
mean,
I think
it's
Featherfall
not
may kill you here.
concentration.
It's
No, not
concentration. He could.
It's
It's not
not.
It's not concentration.
No, it's not. It's one of a few.
But it,
Yeah,
Uh,
spell magic? No. you don't
Everyone,
So it's-
come Come look at this bullshit spell.
So it has to stay within 60 feet of the horse. The horse always knows where it is. So the horse still can take actions against it, right?
Yes. So this
Yeah,
is
I can
purely
fight
a wizard versus dragon duel right now, guys. All right.
Well, the thing was this dragon. It beat him, threw him off, legendary actioned him, went back.
Yeah,
beat
it's
him
a
again,
bullshit monster.
It constantly. Oh, jeez.
All right.
And I can't see him at all. Like,
We're at our cutoff.
That's it.
So, I have a hard out here in a minute so that I can prepare for the Warhammer game. When we come back next week, me and Paradigm are going to resolve this combat as the melee character. I mean, I guess we can just all keep doing stuff, but
I mean,
as
Terry
it stands...
could help me. He's flying and...
Yeah,
Terry
technically
can't-
I'm faster than he falls.
You are,
By dash, yeah.
but you can't see them unless you have dark vision that is insane.
No, of course I can't see him.
Okay,
I can tell him where
so
to swing.
you're going to... I'm trying to figure out who is actually able to do anything to change the situation. Because Sever's at the bottom of a river, walking and going to be climbing up the bridge. It will just take forever. Antoine is swimming, trying to get to the base of the bridge.
If I fire a firebolt at it, Terry could see it when I hit it, or when the firebolt goes by or hits it.
I could see that.
I can at least see where he's shooting, kind of, maybe? I don't know.
Kind
There's
of.
some argument to be made there, but I
There's-
can definitely catch up to him and
You can
lay
catch
on
up
hands
to
him,
him.
right? So,
I think Terry can help at some point.
I think
know
Terry
Ryan
will-
can't.
Okay. So next time, when we come back, it's gonna be a Terry horse dragon fight. Against the stupidest stat block that I'll actually put into the Roll20 game.
Terry
that way I
won
can
Kenobi.
automatically roll stuff, rather than keep tabbing back. So, I hope this is what you guys wanted.
No.
This was all a throwaway joke, by the way. John said the bridge was haunted, and you wanted to sleep on the bridge.
I wanted to sleep at the edge of it.
Has 3 legendary actions. It neutralized 4 of us off the bat. Like, first thing. Took counterspell on top of that, then
Why are you
counterspell on
complaining?
top of this. It's just
Oh.
what happened. We also
know
rolled
what?
bad.
It's
we also
Hey,
rolled
you know
bad.
what?
Some
next
good
week,
shit.
when Paradigm and Terratai kill it, we're gonna get a fat chunk of XP for it. So
When
Well,
Terry
we still
kills it
got a
and I
bunch
get
of
killed
stuff we
by
gotta do
it.
after this.
That's the key to this.
Then we're gonna get a
Then-
whole big chunk of XP
Right.
because we're down 2
Four
characters.
ways.
Alright, guys. We'll be seeing you next time. Have fun. Don't die.